There you go. All right, guys, how we doing today? This is going to be episode 97 of the Weed Whiskey Wi-Fi podcast. And not only that, it will be allegedly, maybe, probably 99.9% possible Keith's final episode, folks.
We've come a long way, folks.
Yeah.
We've come a long way from using the ashtray at my coffee table as the mix for the first episodes to my favorite episode, aside from your favorite rant from the I'm Not Angry, that was one of my favorite episodes, but What Are We? We had a ball on that one. That was like the most viewed. We had a fucking ball on that one.
I have to go back and listen to that one, actually, because I know there were some things said.
This was pre-Annie, too. This is 10 episodes before Annie came in. This episode was the episode where we knew we needed to figure out some kind of balance. Because it's like, you can't just be us talking crazy. Like,
yeah, I went off on that one.
We both did.
That could be the one that actually, if it ever came back. Remember you said that shit? This will get you canceled.
It was just like,
No, actually, this episode is going to be the one to get us canceled. Yeah. You'll see later. This is also going to be the episode. Hey, stay tuned for this. Yeah. I said this earlier in previous episodes. This will be the episode that I will tell this last of the deaf stripper story. I've told it on previous episodes. But this will be an episode where I tell it again.
And you guys
Keith,
get to see our reactions.
And it will be now on YouTube.
Yeah.
This will be the last time I ever tell this story.
Lay this one to rest.
And yeah, that's about it on that one. Congratulations on sticking around for 97 episodes. I was here for 97. 2 of them. Yeah, I wasn't there for the first 5 or 4. That was you, solo, dolo.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, so congratulations, sir.
I'm happy. I'm happy with what we.
I will try to take care of this while you were away. I will take care of your baby that you have created.
This is ours.
I shall mold her.
This is ours, and more so, it's really yours though. Because like I said, I've said this many a times. You put the legwork in to get it to where we are. So, even from afar, I'm gonna be excited to support and look forward to listening to it. And that's going to be a dope way for me to keep in touch with you guys in a sense, because I can listen to the podcast and then catch you guys when I can catch you guys.
Well, hopefully you'll be able to join.
Yeah. It's a 12-hour time difference, so we'll play it by ear.
Like I said, I'll just bring the tablet and we'll set it up right here. A little stand.
I'll watch you guys smoke and be like, yeah, I'm in an Islamic State. I'm not doing that.
See your face.
But no,
that's going to hurt, though. No, I'm not going to say it's not going to hurt.
Like hurt the show?
No, bring your mic up. I'm saying hurt as in like not being able to smoke.
Yeah. I'm not too like worried about that.
Yeah.
Just because
the whole having a quick cold is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you know what? Having a quick cold in a place where it's highly frowned upon makes it a lot easier. Because there's no alternative.
There's no alternative too. But what I'm saying is just that your body is just that. I'm sorry, but if someone told me today I had to stop cold turkey, we're gonna have a problem.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We're gonna have a problem.
I told myself I stopped cold turkey.
Big problems.
So that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like just thinking about it, like
like the last weed I'll take is the edible on the plane. That'll be the last of it.
Okay. Well, like I said, congratulations on the move, sir. Get the fuck up out of here. I look forward to hearing great and brighter things.
I'm free this weekend, so I'll hit you up and see what's popping.
Yeah, Thottery will be taking place.
Oh, yes. It already started.
Let's
shout out to you.
And you.
I'll see you later this week. I was like, nah, it's the energy shift. I've already paid attention to it because like I got the notification Thursday, and they were like, "Can you be out here on the 5th?" And I was like, "No." It's like, so it was like, "Oh shit!" Like that kind of was just like, "All right, this is a lot to take on, but we got it." But when I kind of got the information, and they were like, "All right," they gave me more of a like we were able to talk and figure out what would work better. Given that I have to go to LA to get my passport next week, so they're giving me a little bit of leeway because I literally told them if I would have put in my application the day after you told me I got the job, I still wouldn't have my passport.
Real quick, do you want this or you want your Jameson?
Jameson. Okay. Thank you, though.
Okay, keep going.
bartender. They playing bartender, but yeah.
So they're gonna do it that day, or
they're basically waiting for me to get my passport.
No. How, like, are they rushing you through, like, over there in LA?
Yeah, I have to go out there, and they're gonna rush. Yeah, I have an appointment set and everything.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Everybody
keeps telling me to go out there to get mine
because they basically told me, and I guess here's some information. If you happen to get some international travel, whether it's tickets for something like you're on a wedding or whatever have you, or you're starting a job. If you don't have the tickets, if you have a need by date, especially more so for jobs, like your contract, your employment contract, and like
they'll expedite, won't they?
Yeah, they will. That's what because like when I told them that, they were like, "Well, you have a ticket." I was like, "They haven't purchased a ticket because they're waiting on me to get the passport." And she goes, "What do you have from them?" And I told them, she goes, "If you get a need by date with the letterhead and everything from their side, bring that in with your employment contract. That will get you taken care of." And I was like, and then she told me the fees, and I was like, "I'll see you on Wednesday." I was like, "I'll see you on the 16th."
So they got your need by date and everything.
Everything, yeah. They already sent me the documentation. They sent me the original one. They're gonna send me a new one with the date,
letterhead and all that.
Yeah, with a more clear date, so that way they'll expedite everything. And it turns out I'm going with my mom, so it's gonna be fun to kind of have a couple days with her in LA and just. I already know this. She's going to be taking me around and talking. She's got some meetings. I was like, I bet you have some meetings in LA for her film shit. So it'll be cool to ride around with her and see her because she's getting excited about some opportunities that are coming her way.
Nice. Congrats, Mom.
Yeah.
How's that other project going? The one that she showed me?
Oh, it's going good. She actually filmed at her house. She was like, you know what? Fuck it. She got everybody to the hotels, but she basically did all the production at her house. Nice way to not have to pay for nothing. She loved how everything came out. I saw some of the cuts. It's like some of the pre-cuts, like the rough cuts. It looked good.
Okay. No, because I remember you showed me the one trailer a little bit.
Yeah.
So I was interested in that. What happened? You still doing that one book or project?
My project, yeah.
Yeah. How's that going?
It's going.
Because I remember I read.
You read? I actually
a bit of it.
You're one of 3 people that have seen it.
Okay.
But I took some time back from writing on it, and I actually just I started getting into like the pilot stuff and like trying to watch some stuff here and there and kind of get inspired a little bit, but also see something and be like, I want to do that differently. I want to do this differently, so I can kind of get some fresh ideas. But every time I have an idea of like an idea or scenario, I'll literally go to a notebook and write it down.
Gotcha.
So it's like, I had this in my head. I'll go home, boom, 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 write it down, and then it'll just be there. And I can come back to it because I can sit there and in a day or so look back at it and be like, thinking about it now from not being in the moment, I can add more to it and kind of put some depth into it. He is out.
No, he's not. His eyes are fucking wide ass open, looking like a creep. I'm sorry, but I love you.
Yeah, so still working on that here and there. But I feel like when I'm out there, I'm gonna have a time like to really. Because there's a lot of stuff that I'm not going to be doing.
Right.
So I'm going to be able to do that.
You taking the PlayStation with you?
No. I'm taking my tablet. I'm taking my laptop. I'm taking some books. I don't want to put, anything that takes 2XS.
It's not permanent, okay?
I don't know why that hurt me right there.
I was like, no?
I do not know why that hurt me right there.
That means he's got to come back.
So we can't talk permanence because she's barely holding on, apparently.
I mean, per usual, my life's in shambles, but I'm so happy for you.
Like I said, I'm happy for it too. But I'm just saying, I'm not leaving my PlayStation behind.
Honestly, like, no, I took inventory.
I get it.
I've been taking inventory of everything. Like the last time I played my PlayStation was like a month ago.
No, right.
I played a couple of times when my cousin was playing because our both are hooked up to the same TV, but in the living room. But I'm like, I don't really play it that often right now. So
yeah, it's because you got shit to do while you're here.
Yeah, so like, but I'm looking at this. I've been looking at my like stack of books. I'm like, I'm bringing all that shit. Like, I'm kind of treating it like jail, but not like jail in the sense of like there's gonna be a lot of self work going on. I'm gonna be working out.
Have you not read these books?
Some of them two of them I've read. The rest of them I haven't.
Okay, all right. That's what I was going to question. I was like,
2 of them I've read. 4 of them I've already read beforehand. The rest of them I haven't read. Like there's the whole, aside from I bought 4 James Baldwin books. I've only read 1 of them.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
No, that was the question. I was like, all right, I'm not going to.
I've read some of these already. I just rebought some.
He was thinking you're taking books you've already read versus your PlayStation.
Yeah, he's like,
that's exactly what he was thinking.
Like, you know how this is.
You confused him.
Get a new game. Yeah, like, look, they got PS Now. You ain't even got to leave the house. It's there.
I mean, real quick, like, I was a huge PlayStation fanboy. I was that guy. I now own both, PlayStation and Xbox, and I have a PC, a gaming PC laptop. So I'm just like, I'm all covered.
You're immersed.
Yeah. So being fully immersed in gaming and having an Xbox, PC, so on and so forth, I could not imagine you just having to leave all that behind. Is what I was trying to say. It would just be like, but I get it. Like now you're over somewhere else new. Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna have time to be. I just can imagine like there's gonna be a downtime where there's gonna be a day where I was just like.
You also have had the experience of living over abroad for years, so you're more set and you're more like I'm good wherever because you've been wherever. I haven't, so like I want to be able to take the opportunity to be like I want to just, you know what I mean, like kind of rebuild myself a little bit. Like, might as well have it. I'm going to have the time to kind of focus.
You want to be there. Want to actually be there.
Right. No, I understand. And I can see how that would be a distraction.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like,
you're on GTA and you're doing some wild shit.
You know, and that's cool. But then I'm going to be wishing I had a fucking blunt to smoke and kick back. And it's like, as opposed to being like, yo, like, go out, see this, get some pictures.
No, right.
That, yeah.
Because shout out to Ian for congratulations on his fight.
Yeah.
That's the one that I'm sure you'll be connecting with.
Yeah. Oh no, he's the one who got me the job.
Right.
So yeah. So he's going to be one of my direct bosses. So
take care of my boy.
Of course. Yeah. I'm laughing because I was talking to Dre and I was like, I'm literally going from one Riddick to the other. It's like, but nah, like both of those dudes are like solid people. So like, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy to me that like you meet. So we were talking about this off air, but like some people you meet and then it's like who you actually fuck with. And who continues to fuck with you, and you know you take inventory of that. Mm-hmm. Like said the same thing about Kaz. I was like, something came up and you thought of me, and for what it's worth, that shit was very nice. Like you put me in a very good situation, and you saw me, I was living. I was like, yeah, you were like, you know, no, I wasn't even like, yeah, I was like, this shit happened at work, whatever, but it was mostly shit to make fun of.
Right.
But just all of these experiences and everything, like. I'm taking the time to really like process everything now because not just the emotion of it, but it's just like a process and everything. Because then I'm going somewhere else and I have to start a whole new process.
But you gotta look how that happened though. Also, as far as like you know the situation that happened where you got let go because of how it happened because that guy did what he did and acted the way he did.
Yeah,
you acted the way you did, and it puts you in a position where you leave one spot. And now you have what I consider a greater opportunity.
Oh, it's definitely a great opportunity. You know. I was talking to somebody about like the shows and stuff, and I was like, it's demanding. It is. Show business, film, stage production, that whole side of it, it is a demanding thing. And it can be very demanding. And you know, you can work some wild hours and it is what it is. But that environment, the experience, the way in the company that I worked for and the way that my experience was valued and the way that it was like
overused, abused, taken for granted.
I let it though, because like I said this before. No, it's not even. It was never taken for granted.
I feel as though
I was
shade.
No, I was at my boss' house yesterday, and he pulled me to the side and we had a talk, and he was just, you know what I mean. He expressed everything. And like he's always been super supportive of it, and he's looked out for me when I needed, like when I was in situations where I really needed it. Mm-hmm. So my loyalty comes from you look out for me on the other side, like on the personal side of life as opposed to professional, and he looked out for me on both. So I'm forever grateful, and I get what you're saying and how it could be perceived. I say that it's not, because besides being a workaholic, I genuinely love the work. I loved what I do. Like I do. Like Sunday was my last day doing shows. Trust me. It was like,
I mean,
all right.
You can love it. That's great. But you should still be paid accordingly.
That's all I was saying. That was my own.
I mean,
argument.
we know how much you love it. We completely get it. But
I don't work for a major company. I work for a small company. And part of that comes in is if I'm willing to make the sacrifice on that side of it, and it wasn't that much of a sacrifice.
No. I told you I'm a time person, and I know you said the whole thing about you was only there for, you know, sometimes you was only 32-hour work weeks, and I understand that.
Yeah.
But it was just like, but whenever we talked about other stuff, it was just like, well, I couldn't do it because I was at work.
I get that.
That's what, not to go back to that, but it's like it can't, like you said, it can't be. I work a short amount of time, and
it's not. Yeah, it's definitely not. It's
something's not adding up.
It's more so it wasn't. Maybe I worded it wrong. It wasn't that. It wasn't always. It's not always the busier weeks. Some weeks where it's like, this is it, and it's very minimum. just because everything's already running and set in motion. And I think that's probably the favorite thing I had about it is it was something that like I'm the one spinning the top, and I like had something that was under me that I ran, and that was part of it because that was always something that I wanted, and I had it. So like I'll take the ups and downs that come with it because I'm in a position I want to be in. Maybe not financially, but this shit goes through me.
No,
you know what I mean? And like that was something that I really wanted because I've always strived on the opportunity of proving myself. Which leads us to this current situation. Like it's a new avenue to do that.
Pardon me.
And it could be permanent. It could be for a couple years, and I use it to travel and go places that I've always wanted to go through the company. We'll cross that bridge when we get it. But for right now, it's like I want to give it full focus.
Right. I know, I get it. But my argument was always about time and how it's spent. And this was a discussion I had with my mother even previously. She was on the phone with me, and for whatever reason, leaving work, there was for whatever reason, the people don't understand how to use the pay gates to leave.
Yeah.
With the tickets. The gates here at, how you have to pay for parking here.
Yeah.
Like at my job, I have to pay, our employee parking is in the paid parking. We have a little pass that we use, so on and so forth. So I never have to worry about it. But it's like every day I have to deal with getting stuck behind someone.
Oh, y'all have to park at the property that's right next to you?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't
okay.
know that. I thought they had parking for you guys somewhere.
No. Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's lame.
Right.
No, but they give them passes, so that's why it works out.
So it's
but you still got to deal with
you got to deal with other people being mad that they got to pay for parking.
Yeah. So if there's an event,
a concert, it's the same thing with where I'm at, where I dance at Planet Hollywood.
I deal with all the time with like people don't understand with
parking on floor 10.
All
the way up.
If they tell you take your ticket with you, pay your parking. I know this is stupid. It sounds
but it's not. This is
not
useful information
stupid,
if you come to Vegas.
But it is just so aggravating.
You would imagine that those people don't want to sit there any longer than you do.
Exactly.
And they would kind of want to expedite the process.
So why are you wasting your time with this? Oh, I didn't know. I wasn't paying attention. And I get it.
No, there's signs everywhere.
Yeah, and I get it. People don't read and all this. And that's why I was just like, my mom was just like, calm down.
See, I don't read, but I know that the signs are there.
Yeah. My mom was, because the whole time this happening, I'm on the phone with mom. And I'm cursing. I'm just like, I don't understand. Like when I curse now, I'm like, people say they curse around their mom. I'm like Eddie Murphy around my mom.
I learned it from my mom.
Yeah, exactly. She was the first person to call me a nigger. Like, gonna be honest.
Same. But also, I just try to keep it applicable.
I mean, my mom didn't call me that, but she called me a few other things.
Because like I can let a fuck is you doing flying, and my mom will look and she'll be like, it applies. I'll be like, all right. Like,
what was anyway?
Nigga, come here, little nigga.
I'll never forget. My mom called me when she called me a little bitch for the first time.
You bastard! I've been called every name in the book.
I was Addison's age.
Yeah.
I was like 9, 10.
I think I was like 7. I got with a no, come here.
No, yeah. I was like 5, 6.
I said something quick too.
I know I was like in kindergarten, first grade, something like that.
I remember what I said.
Yeah. But anyway,
dude had the forehead button. I said that's why you like a
she
Klingon.
called us assholes. And,
I was like, come here.
She called us assholes and stuff like that. For her to look at me and be like, "You little bitch," like I was about Addison's age, which I think I've actually shared a few times when I'm kind of getting to that point. So I understand now why my mother would say that, because I know me.
I'm having this conniption on the phone with my mom, and I'm going off, and it's like, I just hate people that waste my time like this.
I understand.
I now have to sit here. I have the most
for no reason.
I can just show my pass and go. But because you don't choose to read, or you don't know how the system works, or your car doesn't have the money on it, or you just refuse to pay the parking, whatever your excuse is, I now have to sit there and wait and waste my time because of you. Just because.
Yeah.
Because math.
I know.
Just because.
Yeah, I get it. I totally understand.
That's what I mean by how I appreciate time and how it's just like how crucial it is to me.
Well,
and I know that's a very OCD.
No. Actually, to be honest, like I took it to heart. Like I really thought about it, and I was just like, and it made me think about what I really like. The real focal point of like me going is, aside from the experience and everything, I have to refigure out having a work-life balance.
Oh, shit.
Don't drop them.
Where did you drop it?
I don't know. On the floor.
This is.
Where'd it go?
Seriously, this is just the most.
I was on a fire point too.
It's got to be under here.
Oh.
Oh, it's over there. Sorry.
How many podcasts does it take to find a blunt?
I was letting freaking Frack over here figure it out.
I don't have a lot of feeling in my hands, so I just dropped shit. So I apologize.
What I was saying was like my work-life balance, and because you said something, and I was like, I kind of hinted at it. I was like, my shitty luck with dating because the number one type of girl that likes me usually has a boyfriend. I'm not dealing with that. So easily to throw myself into work because I actually like being there more than I like dealing with some chick who decided that, you know, like I said before, I was single and she was on a break. So it's like, because that's usually how it goes.
Like Ross and Rachel.
Mm-hmm. And so, you know, she gets to have her happily ever after or whatever the fuck.
Making sure we all agree here.
We all agreed. Okay. We talked about it.
But it's like now like, kind of reconfiguring my work-life balance because say I'm out there for a year and I come back and I'm doing well doing massage and such, I want to have a better work-life balance.
Yeah.
I want to be able to not just be able to pick my hours and stuff like that, but I want to be more so, I work, but I enjoy myself. I travel. I get to do what I want to do more so, and I'm not in a position to where I'm also working out from under. This is going to allot me with a chance to save.
And I got the puppy.
And things are taken care of.
the reason I say that is
you can go and do that and do your thing.
I look at it as though I have 18 hours a day that I work with. That's what I deal with. Meaning I'm up by 7 because of him. Automatically. Every day I'm up by 7 no matter what. So with that being said, I go to bed every day around 1 a.m. 1 a.m., 12 a.m. at the earliest. Repeatedly every day. So I know for a fact I have 18 hours to deal with mess around with during the day. I get a lot of shit done. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's good. So if you could survive off that 6 hours, then by all means.
Is that not normal?
It depends on the person.
Yeah, it really does.
I know some people that only sleep 90 minutes a night.
I mean, and it depends on what you're dealing with, too.
That's as much as they can physically sleep. It's 90 minutes to 2 hours.
I've done that before, too.
I understand.
I've done the 3 hour, 2 hour sleep schedule, and that was where it was perfect.
To be honest, like
that's when I was getting a lot of shit done.
This is gonna like this whole opportunity is gonna because I don't think I've ever recovered from working graveyard consecutively like I did. Mm-hmm. So this is gonna force me to have to do a lot of things. Personal behavior, physical routine, physical fitness, like mental preparedness. I basically get to go out and by myself, well, with some friends out there, because Toy's out there and actually know somebody else that's out there too. But like I said, I get to kind of, I get to, stand out, rebuild, and like kind of make myself better. Yeah. So, I'm very excited for this opportunity because the hair's growing, but like I might come back and y'all be like, who the fuck is that?
Like, if you don't come back,
why'd you look at me like that?
You know why I know. I know how you look at her. I heard
her
that.
And I have always gotten along.
I heard that.
And out of the 3, her and I have never had any beef. And we never had no problems. Mm-hmm. Not a single one.
It's funny.
We're actually like
the 3.
We actually
I know exactly. We all know exactly
the 3.
She's talking
what do you mean? We all know the 3. Who didn't know the fucking 3? Everybody in Vegas knew the 3. I'm sorry. I drank Jack. Keep going. I'm just saying. Her and I are actually friends.
I'm sorry. I drink Jack. That's awesome.
Whatever.
That might be the name of the episode. I'm sorry. I drink Jack.
I drink Jack.
I really don't give a fuck at all. Out of the 3, it's the only one I give a fuck about anyways.
Really?
I don't talk to the other 2.
Even? Oh, wow.
I've tried. It ain't on my part, but I'm not a dog. I ain't going to chase a fucking car. It ain't going to happen. So
friend Goss.
But her and I have always gotten along, and from the get. Oh, me and Addison's got nails on.
She had her nails, and I was like, "Yo, chill."
Hell no.
Yeah, I was like, "She's."
Yeah. All right. Then. Shout out to them.
All right.
But congratulations. Like I said, we're going to get it on. When I say get it on, as in we
have some fun. And then I'm still going to be around. So I'll still make sure. Because when I get back from Cali, y'all, that's when I'll bring Miku to you.
So when are you on your plane out of this country?
That 20th-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
It will be before the 23rd.
Okay.
And so that's why, in case you're wondering, that's why he's got a lot going on. So if this has got to be the last one.
I told them, I'm glad this is not, I can't take no more emotional goodbyes, and I know they're coming. I got a few more coming that matter. But then there's some that is like, we ain't kicked it in years. I'm going to say that. It's like, you can't be this emotional for somebody you talked to twice. It's like, please. It's like,
true. Because I'm not dealing with that.
There's people who actually deserve the real emotion. They don't get real emotion from me, and they know that. It's like,
have you gotten the fake emotion yet?
Already off the
that's what he's saying. Yeah, people like,
I'm talking about, it's like, motherfucker, we ain't never kicked it. We ain't never. Why are you talking to me like?
Oh no, the conversation. I'll tell you how the conversation went. I'm not going to tell you who, but I'll tell you the conversation went. I can't believe you're leaving so soon. Definitely, we got to hang out and chill. And my response is, I follow you and your boyfriend, right? Did y'all date night the other night? Nope. It's like, nope. Can't miss me that much if we ain't kicked it. That's how I feel. That's
with anybody.
That's no love lost.
That's with anybody.
I look at people funny when they hit me with that shit.
Yeah,
other people.
I let them know, like.
I do too, because I personally make a lot of effort to be into people's lives. So when people hit me with that shit gets on my nerves. Like, no, I don't want to hear none of that. So I wouldn't even look.
So you're a better person than I am, sir.
Nah, because like there are people who I actually talk with that are like, hey, we need to grab something to eat and go hang out. Like my homegirl wants to go.
Well, you know the difference.
And I'm like, it is genuine, and that's what I'm saying. Genuine, I learned how to pay attention.
You know the difference.
I'm talking about the fake shit. I'm talking about
But I worked the door at Dre's, bro. Like I got caught with the fake shit so long ago that like now I see it and be like, okay, like I used to just okay you. I don't want to do that on my way out, because when I come back, I'm not coming to see you. It's nothing personal. If you catch me out, come get a hug. It's love, I swear. But like, you wasn't with me, and that's fine, because you had to be where you was at. It's like, I hold no grudges. You know why? Because I gotta go back to Dubai. It's like I got a whole life. Like that's where it's at. Which also there's the energy we refer to as toxic. I kind of, if this energy feels like where I'm at now, because it's like I could meet somebody and nah. Yo, I'm only here for a few more days. Like it's like, and I don't mean it to come out like that, but as soon as I say it, it's like, here we go with the conversation.
I've been having I've been having a lot of toxic conversations.
Yeah, it's in the air. What's in Gatorade
at work about it? Like at work.
Kiwi.
So we had one today, and well, not today, not because I didn't work today, but previously. And like I said, I have a lot of friends that are part of the LGBTQ plus community. Work with them, so on and so forth. So we talk, and I don't even know how we got on this conversation. We got on this on something. We started talking about dating at work, and then I had a thought in my mind.
Don't do it.
All right, no, not dating at work.
Okay.
But the conference, we were at work talking about dating, not dating someone that we work with.
Super triggering.
Sorry. Yeah, my bad. I can understand how that is triggering. Get it.
Keep going. Live it.
I talked to you this weekend. We talked.
And so somehow the conversation in my mind went. We were talking about the Eternals and the gay kiss in the movie and everything and whatnot, and how it's like, it's like. Well, and that was the end of it. I was like, that's what y'all was ranting and raving over? And I was making a big deal about? I'll do a review of that eventually somewhere in the middle at the end. So anyway, we get into this conversation, and this is why anyway, I'm not going to say that. But my mind wandered off, and it went somewhere. And somehow I went to, well, when two gay guys meet, and they date, or not date, or they get to the courting process, or getting to know one another, what happens when they find out they're both tops or they're both bottoms?
That's an interesting debate.
In case you guys wonder, there's a difference. I'm not going to go into detail about it. If you know, you know.
I can guarantee you.
No.
But I can guarantee you that's a conversation that happens on one of the dates.
I'm sorry?
I'm sure that's a conversation that could happen on one of the dates. Right. It's going to come up.
But it was like racking my brain. Like I wanted to know the answer. Like what happens?
How does it go? Like how does that play out? Like
it's called compromise.
I'll look around. Oh shit!
Hey,
your friends here.
Question.
But now it's like, how do I approach it? All right. So finally, I just said fuck it and asked them.
Well, I mean, you're just asking them about a preference.
As long as you don't ask, hey, you're gay. Let me ask you something. As long as you don't do that, you're all right.
Well, wouldn't that be the same of asking like a straight man about a certain position or something along the lines? Like,
yeah, it's like, but I get what you're saying. Yeah.
You know, there's in my mind, I feel there's a taboo to it. So, but at the same time, it's like I don't know why it's racking my brain like this. I'm at work, I have nothing else to think about. Like that's how my job is. Like I can literally work 8 hours
and think about tops and bottoms.
And just.
I'm on a roll today, bro.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
If you got the time. If you got the time. Put it
back in the holster, please.
I'm sorry.
No, that was great.
If you got the time, I'm just saying. I'm not going to say I ain't going to say I ain't thought about it before.
Right? Okay, I get it. But to think of that's the most random shit. Like that.
In comparison, when I had the conversation, somebody was talking to me. I went back home and I visited my uncle, and he's like, my uncle's been gay forever, but like they were having him and his.
No, but I said I got my answer.
Yeah, they said they were having problems, and he goes, well, he goes, so are you always the top or is he the bottom? He goes, sometimes he goes, well, you should get what you want in the relationship. It's supposed to be about compromise, but like the way he was approaching, he goes, you would think I'd be like, somebody was like, were you homophobic? He goes, no, I care about my uncle's happiness, and he's like going into it, and I was
the way it was explained to me.
Well, that's what I was asking. Wouldn't you just like ask like a like?
But like I said, this is how it happened. So I asked him, and he's like, "Yo, all right, the same way I asked you guys, the same way I asked him. All right." So I was like, "Look, so since we was already talking about it and dating, so what happens when two guys date? I mean, start courting one another or getting to know one another, and they find out that they're both bottoms or they're both tops, so on and so forth." He goes, "Shit, that don't work out."
I'd imagine so.
He just straight up said, he said, no. He's like, no, it don't work out.
Oh, well.
And I was like,
probably why you don't see two studs together.
But when he explained to me his other answer, there's like, oh, well, there's a C option. I was like, what? C? We'll see. He goes, yeah, we just found a third person. I said, dog.
I feel like I've had this conversation. I'm having deja vu.
Part of me is like, you might be onto something with that.
I was like, this nigga solved it. They solved it.
Option C. Didn't know that was on the table.
My dumb ass thinking I saw the big picture all the time. Oh, no. There's another option.
Well played, sir. Yes.
I was thinking there was a compromise. And he's like, no, there's no compromise. Like, but then I went back and I thought about how my cousin in Atlanta is. He's the most, most masculine gay man top that I've ever met. Okay? He uses that F-bomb every day to describe other gay men. He's the most toxic individual. There's three toxic men in my family. Me, that cousin in Atlanta.
Respect to you for naming yourself first.
Me, my cousin, and no, that we're labeled like that. That's why we that's why we all don't live in Philly.
Yeah,
literally, none of us live. Everybody else in my family is back in Philly or in that area, like within hours away. New York, that's a nice little drive. Atlanta's a nice little drive. Me all the way over here. I left the country several times.
He enlisted.
So, but his take on it is just like, he's like, I don't understand how anybody's sucking a dick. Like, he's just out there.
But
I know. I know.
Wait.
Yes, I know.
Okay, wait, because now I have questions. I'm confused.
That's how he thinks. That's he's single too. That's how he thinks.
He's gay.
Yeah.
But he doesn't suck dick.
No. Like I said, he's the most masculine, toxic, top gay man that I've ever met.
But he dates a man that will say,
yeah, and drop the F-bomb on him when he does it. I'm not making this up, folks.
You got it.
He tells me the story, and like he loves to quote unquote turn them or find them that's already like, that he has that undercover gaydar, the in the closet gaydar, especially in Atlanta. We all know. All right. So he's been out there racking up for like
1
years.
in 3.
But he turning them without sucking dick?
No, he's just talking them. He enticed. Look, he's got money on top of that.
Do you know what I'm saying? Am I the only one that's confused by this right now? Because
look. And so when
I'm just so confused.
The homie at work told me this, that there was an option C, I was just like, oh, there's no rules.
The rules are written in pencil.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna go with.
It was like,
Yesterday's rules are not today's rules. I was
like,
no, they're sure enough not.
Because he was like, yeah, he's like, if you get two tops, like a lot of times they'll go find out and they'll get, random bottom and just. All right. And I was like, are you?
Woo! Sounds like a party.
I'm saying, y'all really got that shit figured out, huh? You didn't just go back to watching the game.
I'm glad you're getting what you want out of this episode. By the way. I've already had this conversation within the last couple of days. I'm a little silent because, like I said, I've already had this conversation within the last couple of days.
You feel like you've already had it, or you did?
I already have had this conversation with.
How'd that go? Almost the same, or you?
Yeah. You look. I mean, but it was more personal. Oh, so okay. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, that's why I'm kind of confused and I have questions about how your uncle.
No, not my uncle.
Or your cousin, feels, and then versus.
As far as what?
Versus how easily the person said, we'll just throw another person in there.
Oh, no. The guy at work that I was talking with, that I had the conversation with, he said a lot of times what happens is, they just had you'll have two tops or two bottoms that just have a legitimate bond. They're cool.
I understand.
I don't mean cool, but like they're in a legitimate relationship. Throw
a whole nother person in there.
I've made this statement before, but think about it. I tell people you can't fix a relationship with a threesome or a homie.
But what I was saying it was.
But apparently they can.
What I was saying is it was as nonchalantly as your cousin saying, I can't believe people suck dick. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't.
No,
that's a self-hate thing.
No, because I think he's saying it in a way the same way that I say it about women. Or like I think I don't know if I've ever said this on. I would just take.
But you don't like dick.
I know 100%.
So why would you understand why somebody would like to suck dick?
No, because I think it's the most disgusting looking thing out there.
I can explain it to you. I'm just saying you're not going to understand
I'm grateful you're doing this, but why?
Yeah, exactly.
I can explain the joys of it, but you're not going to understand it if that's not something you're interested in.
So you basically have a moral dilemma when you're getting really good at it.
But the thing is he likes dick.
No. I think I just hit the.
He likes dick.
No. I just hit
my cousin.
He likes. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He likes dick. So
in the ways that he likes it. You gotta be
like my cousin.
I'm so you. Obviously not.
No, not me. My cousin.
Your cousin. They know who we're talking about. We're in a whole conversation about it.
No doubt.
You kept on saying it twice. He likes dick. He likes dick. I'm like, my cousin.
Yes. We know who we're talking about. We're all on the same page. If you can't keep up, that's not our fault.
Sure, that's all.
They know who I'm talking about. Okay. We're talking about your cousin. They know that.
My cousin. What about him?
That's what I was saying with the I'm confused.
Because he's a top. So he's not going to do that. I'm assuming. I
know tops that definitely do that.
Oh, I don't know.
Top is just where you prefer to be. Top is where
I thought that was the more.
Yes, it can be the more masculine part. It absolutely can. It can be the more masculine role.
I remember saying, not me. I'm the toxic dude.
Listen, it can be the more masculine role in that situation, of course, but it could also go both ways. You know what I'm saying? But if you only prefer to be top, that doesn't. I just don't understand if that's what you like. What is I don't know. I'm so confused. I feel like you only like half of what you're doing. Like, do you know understand what I'm saying? Like, you just like boy butthole, but you don't like boy dick. I don't. That's what I'm. What? Why don't you? If you like the butthole, why don't you like the dick? Man butt, whatever.
Big difference. Big difference. Is it bussy? I thought it was bussy. Ain't it bussy?
Oh God, y'all just gonna use me to cancel.
We were right. This is definitely our cancel episode. So if you like man butt, how come you don't like man dick? What is? I don't understand.
Your upbringing? I don't know.
I don't know. Why you asking me? I don't know.
I don't like man butt.
I'm trying to explain my confusion. Okay.
I have enough problems with white women.
He said, he said, I don't like sucking dick. And I was like, well, I know I don't.
Because you're not gay. You don't like dick to begin with. But if you're gay,
that you can say multiple times dick. In a row. You don't like dick. Yeah, it's just the balance.
I know. I'm reiterating. Of course, you're not interested in that. You don't like dick. For someone that likes dick.
If you say it one more time, throw his name on it, just to be sure.
Jada doesn't like dick.
There you go. How did you get you
His cousin likes dick.
Okay,
just so we're clear in the same shit we've been talking about for the past 10 minutes. It's not Jada.
I already said he's a toxic individual. He's the most masculine, toxic gay man I've ever met.
I don't know if I've ever met a gay man that doesn't like sucking dick. I think that's where my confusion lies.
I haven't had these long.
I mean, I've met girls who don't like.
Because his exact words is, "I'm not." His exact words.
They live alone with kids.
His exact words.
Exactly. That's
his exact words is like, "Yeah, I'm gay, but I'm not gay."
Yeah, okay, I've heard it. I'm gay, but I'm not that gay.
What does that mean?
He said it. I don't know.
There's levels to gay.
I don't know. Ask. I don't.
It's it's a commitment to a lifestyle. We are not the criteria to ask. That'll get us canceled because we misspeaking on the LGBT.
No, I don't think so because I think that
it is misspeaking because we don't know that experience. I don't know why.
I don't think so, honestly, because if they're just as confused as you are, so why are you confusing people about a lifestyle when you're not even living? Do you know what I'm saying? You're confused about a lifestyle.
To me, it's the same thing.
Don't confuse other people.
To me, it's the same thing as dudes who say they don't eat pussy. That's your bag, bro. I leave it alone. They say that.
I've personally never met a man that said that.
They out.
Oh, they will.
Yeah. See, look at us.
That's gonna be the basis of the story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I ain't eat it though. I swear to God, that was.
I've never met a man who said that. I've met women who say that they don't suck. Well, they may not, but I've never met a man who says that doesn't eat pussy.
Trust me. Most of your favorite rappers have said they won't. It's
there's a whole era.
Yeah.
Y'all are lame.
Yeah.
That shit's fun.
Yeah. Shit. What are you talking about? And then the conversation switched up. He's like, all right.
I can speak on both sides of it.
He goes, you asked your question. Now he's like, let me ask my question. You're straight, man. I'm like, 100%. You like your ass getting ate?
Yeah.
He's like, really? And I was like, yeah.
It's the same kind of preference.
The diaper getting changed.
I'm not into that.
Please don't call that. Mentally, I don't need you to call that for me. I really don't need you to do that for me. Don't put me there. I'm doing the best I can over here, so I don't need you. Don't put that in my brain.
I just feel like in my encounters,
that's not what I need to think of.
There should only be one side of us that has their legs pushed up, and I'm already doing it. No, I'm already doing it. So,
hell no. What? No. Nah.
You said the diaper.
I'll give you one. Not both of them. Both of them.
He gonna give you a cramp hole.
Yeah.
Oh. Nah. I just not a fan.
I'll give you one leg, so you can really get in there. But both? Nah, man, hold up.
I
have my pride, man.
You ain't gotta lift your leg.
No,
put your knee up.
Give it a one leg and
put your knee up.
No, that's what I'm saying, like this.
Yeah.
And then we're
on the same page.
Yeah. I've had
but you're not gonna have me both knees up in the head. Hell no. Punch you in your fucking
forehead. This is Jada.
No.
I'm punching your fucking forehead, man. Fuck wrong with you? Don't even think about trying that shit.
She pushes your thighs back.
All right.
It's like your girl come home from brunch or whatever and push you on the bed, and next thing you know, she's pulling your sweats off and you just cover your face. Yo, I'm better than this.
I mean, I've had something like that happen before, but you ain't just gonna prop me up.
Sorry, guys, I have problems.
Ma'am.
I just think shit's funny in the weirdest moments.
No, that is funny, but you gonna prop me up. Like I've seen the videos with the Amazon position.
Oh my God. I was like, I have to see this. Oh my God. You wildin'.
All right, if you don't know about this is how I learned about it. I heard about it, but I'd never really seen it because I was like, ain't nobody gonna do that. So I was watching the.
That's exactly what I said. Ain't no way, cuz. Ain't no way.
Oh my God. I'm literally reliving this conversation that I've had.
Have I told this before? Or
no. Just like I said, it's personal. Right. I'm just reliving a conversation.
So, I was watching the Button podcast, and it's like it's funny because this is a while ago. This is like over a year or some change ago. Like I think pre-pandemic. Pardon me. And they had brought it up, and they were talking about sex positions or whatever, and then they had showed it, and I was like, hold on, no, I
gotta do some research.
I was like,
I have to do some independent research real quick.
Like I said, 150 pages later. No, because that's what I learned about it. It was on like during the pandemic. You just Googling anything at one point.
Yeah, it's like, I heard of this. I'm thinking of everything I've ever heard of. Let me look this up. Oh no. Oh wait.
150 pages of ass eating.
Yes. No, that's not what it was. No, it's just like it's literally girl on top, guy with his legs up in the air, and her coming down.
Yeah. So she's riding him, but she's got his legs cocked up at the same time. You bitch.
in the video I saw.
I'm gonna do it. I'm about to grab him. Oh, I'm gonna grab the back of his thigh. Yes. I'm excited for this.
The video I saw.
I want to do it.
No. She was abusing Duke. I was like, no, man.
No, it's gonna happen. It's happening. It's happening.
Because she was standing up.
My legs back.
She was standing up, had my man on the edge of the bed, like feet up.
I know.
And coming down. I'm just like, no.
I'm gonna lean into it.
Nah. That's what I'm saying. I was like, nah. Feet, fam.
No.
I was like, nah.
No.
I can tell you
I might have to look this one up.
what is not going to happen.
Oh,
did you see the text? Keith, what was that called? No.
He's going to be so mad.
Oh, yeah, like, oh.
But I think what even made it worse in that video was like she was like a muster-ass chick, too.
Yeah. What?
Muscular.
Muscular.
Like
oh my
female
God,
bodybuilder
I thought you
type.
said mustard.
No, muscular. As
I'm like, what's a mustard?
Female bodybuilder type. So she was just...
She's strong.
So, but she was like the cocktail waitresses we have around here that you can tell that work out.
The fitness, like
the fitness ones.
The fitness model.
She was like that, and she was just literally handling dude.
I already thought it was going to be bad, like... That's just nah, bro.
I was like,
you're not gonna be like sitting on the chair in the morning, just holding yourself, just like
because at one point,
it's like no.
And this is the last point I'm gonna go into. At one point, it was like she's still standing up on the edge of the bed, but
I want my mom.
He's laying on the side, and now it's like one leg up. And she's still coming down. And like
I thought the most emasculating sexual position I ever saw was on CB4.
I was like, now I know why they call it Amazon.
Remember CB4? Remember when she had Chris Rock up on the legs? Yeah. I thought that was the worst way to go out. No. No. When I saw this, I was like, oh, bitch, I'm fighting.
I need to do some more research.
Like, I tap out right around Froggy style.
R.I.P. Charlie Murphy. We're doing it Froggy style.
And we'll just start, what? You can talk about a quick apology?
See, for me, it's like the mood changer is like the unexpected super loud slurp. Like, whoa, hey. Keep it up. Like it's like, oh, okay. You really sorry, huh? like prove it. Like, yes.
So, before we move on with all this greatness we're having right now.
Might as well.
All right. Let's get this bad stuff out the way.
Oh, are we doing it?
Yeah. No, the bad stuff. Oh, okay. You wanted to talk about, what was it?
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott thing.
Because I'm going to go into some really bad stuff, but you had some bad thing. Was you had an opinion on it, or? I saw what happened. I
kind of wanted to get...
There's more footage being released.
Your opinions on it as well. Mm-hmm. I'm on TikTok because I'm lame. I don't actually do the videos. I try, but they don't ever do anything. But I do watch a lot of the videos that are on there. Mm-hmm. And it is all over. It is every single video. It is people, everyone from stage crew that worked it, to the medics that worked it, to people that were there.
Is it still being because of understaffing, right? Is a lot of it,
yes.
From what I'm being told, I'm asking now, is it still being said because of understaffing and also the venue size is too many people, like to hold what they have.
It wasn't supposed to be that many people. Right. A lot of those people that were in there weren't supposed to be in there. That's why the first stampede had happened. Was a lot of people were bum rushing. The reports were they weren't even scanning wristbands. People were just holding them up and walking through. They weren't doing proper checks. There's been
you can get overwhelmed.
Posts of it was about 100 from what I saw from a video from a medic who made it. There was about 155 first responders, cops, EMTs, as far as the medical staff that was needing to be there for 50,000 people, which is ridiculous. Mm-hmm. The things that were happening at the festival, though, people were dropping dead, literally dropping dead. People were injecting people with God knows what. People were being trampled. There's talk about the whole I know you guys have heard about the whole demonic backing of the show. His everything from it was a portal to hell.
No, it was like some shit on the screen.
It was like his portal to hell. Like
because like white rock acts been doing that shit forever, and nobody ever came at them like that. To where, you know what I mean? This was...
But he didn't do anything, though.
This was mismanagement of an event. Like, my homegirl, shout out...
That's how I look at it.
It's going from everything to where his manager is Lou Taylor, who was the woman who put Britney Spears in her conservatorship.
Yeah, but...
You know what I'm saying? So it's coming back on his management, him himself, to where he didn't do anything. He told them, I'm not stopping the show, that he knew something like this was going to happen.
But also, he actually did stop part of it. There's a video, I saw it today.
I saw one video.
Where he was like, he called out somebody, he was like,
and he said, get the medic over here. But there's also a video of him singing over a woman as they're pulling her lifeless out of the crowd, singing over her like some twisted, demonic, her soul lifting up. It's literally him standing on that, that big tall platform that he had, and he's singing over as they're pulling a woman lifeless out of the crowd. And it's fucking weird. Some of the stuff that the people have experienced that went there, the feelings, they said they were playing this, the frequency music, because like some music, and I've experienced it music wise, because like even when I was pregnant with Addison and working in the clubs, certain songs and the bass and the frequency and stuff will fuck with your insides. I was getting sick, things like that. A lot of the reasons why I had to leave a nightclub. So like they were playing certain frequencies that were fucking people up, and people were dropping. Like it wasn't hot outside. It was not hot, so it wasn't like a heat exhaustion thing, but people were still coming up, severely dehydrated, not being able to talk, walk, remember things, literally died, dead on the ground. And people
only 8 people died, right? But I thought they were all...
It was 8 confirmed dead, and it was 11 confirmed cardiac arrests. And then it was over 100 and something people who were injured. Whether it be like my foot's broken, my shoulder's dislocated, whatever it be. And there was these people, they couldn't move and they couldn't breathe was their thing, because the crowd is pushing and going. Right. And these people are like, my feet aren't even on the floor. I'm just moving in whatever direction that the crowd is moving. You see videos of all you see is hands. You can't see these people's heads. All you see is hands. You look down, there's bodies on the floor and people are standing over them trying to, not trample. Right. It's like there is no way that he didn't know what was going on. There's no way that show should have continued with that much going on. I understand people pass out at shows that get too hot, especially rage shows like that. He's known for the rage. When I was at Russ. He's known for that.
I literally caught a girl.
He's known for the mosh pits. He's known for the high energy, that rage. Like I get it. You know what you're expecting when you go to the show. That was way too much. When you are having people drop dead at your show, stop fucking performing. Stop performing. What are you doing? And your child is there. Your child's at that show. Kylie and Stormy were at that show. His family was at that show. There was a lot of celebrities and VIP people that were at that show. And nobody did anything. There was people jumping up on to camera where they had the cameramen were filming, begging them, stop the show. These people need help.
They've been saying for years, because it's been...
This isn't the first time this has happened at his shows. This is just the most drastic.
Well, like I said, they've been saying for years that, over the years, that ever since he started the whole Astro World
even at
festival,
Lollapalooza, there was something that happened.
Yeah, ever since he started this festival, every year it's gotten bigger, but the venue itself has been the same.
Well, there was only one way in and one way out of this show.
Well, what he's saying is like
there's
bad venue management.
It's bad venue management when you just keep stuffing people. Yeah. I've been in nightclubs.
So as an artist, take control.
But at the same time, it's like you can take control.
Only he saw everything that was going on.
No,
he saw the ambulances coming through the crowds. Mm-hmm. Like I have zero sympathy. I was actually a big Travis Scott fan, and you know how much I love the Kardashian family. You know I got a huge crush on Kylie. So like I'm all for this. I was excited when they got back together, the whole nine. I love his success. I'm watching his career come up, from what it was. But literally, this was a disgusting behavior on his part, and he fucked up. He really fucked up on this one. Mm-hmm. Like, and I don't know if he's gonna be able to come back from this.
And honestly. I really didn't pay too much attention to it.
He did come out and say that he's taking care of all these.
Yeah, he's taking care of all. I know he said he came out. He's like refunding everybody's money and everything. Yeah. For everything. No, I'm telling you what I've heard is what I'm telling you. I'm just saying the information that I've heard.
It's just I understand that, and I saw the video with him apologizing and rubbing his face, and like I tried to act like he was all upset and shit like that, but he didn't do anything in the fucking moment. He didn't do anything to ensure that his fans, people who paid to come see him, were safe and were able to enjoy his show. If every fan is not able to enjoy your show like that, then you need to take responsibility as the artist. This is your show. At the end of the day, you have the fucking.
That is not how live entertainment works.
But that's the thing. But it is though. If people are dying in your crowd,
hear me out though. When in performing, because the video, like I said, the video I saw where he called something out, he's wearing in-ear monitors. So
they came on the stage and told him.
But what I'm saying is this though: when you're wearing in-ear monitors and you're performing, if you're not getting feedback of what's going on and you don't actually see something, you don't know that it's going on.
But he was though.
I'm not even speaking on him. I'm speaking on the situation.
And I get it because I've seen on him. I'm speaking on him because I've seen plenty of artists that have stopped shows. I've been to shows where artists have stopped shows and be like, I'm not continuing until I find out that person is okay.
No, there was a great clip that resurfaced from the Linkin Park concert where they stopped it.
We've all seen it.
Yeah, it's just like
this was he had a certain amount of responsibility that he did not take.
I understand what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing.
He like to me this was just completely disgusting. I feel so bad.
Put blame on him though, but the venue itself and the way you're operating.
I'm not just blaming him.
No, I'm saying like to continue the conversation.
But he had the most power to control the situation. At least he could have.
I do agree with. Yeah.
They were understaffed. There wasn't enough people. I get it. Like his management team, everywhere from his management team to the people behind the scenes, whatever it is, they all knew what was going on. They continued the show as well. I'm not just blaming it on him. What I'm saying, to have the platform and the power you have as the physical artist standing on stage, Drake's ass too came out and was doing all that shit while they were dropping down. They still kept going. That's crazy to me.
Can't help but agree. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I didn't hear all the information because I only heard 1 or 2 days of stuff. Not 1 or 2 days, but one day I heard something.
I didn't know what was going on until the shit happened.
And the fact that the first of all, the youngest victim of the show was, from what I heard, was a 10-year-old, and then I heard a reported 14-year-old as well.
He was there with his dad.
Why the fuck are you taking your kids to these shows?
It is an all-ages show.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to my first hip hop concert.
Read the fucking room.
Hold on.
As a parent, read the room.
My first concert.
No, it's advertised as an all ages show. I don't know what to tell you.
He took his kid.
And I understand that. There's plenty of shows that are all ages shows that I'm still not going to take my 10-year-old. I would never take my 10-year-old to a Travis Scott show.
Because you know what it entails, and you don't feel comfortable making that decision. They might have felt comfortable making that decision, and unfortunately turned sour. But like,
my first concert was Rick James. I probably should have been there. I don't know what to tell you.
Some of the stuff that I saw, it was just like you look out in the crowd and you see people holding up their children in the air so their children can breathe, and like just.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you.
I know that. It really did upset me, like probably more than it should have, because I wasn't there. I didn't know anybody there, but it's still like. It's still really scary. You can't even go and enjoy, especially with everything that's gone on within the past couple of years between mass shootings, pandemic. Like now that we're open again and we're trying to like be back to normal, you can't even go and enjoy a show like that, even if you do deem it appropriate to go with your children. Like that's
like that before the pandemic. Like
I just have a big problem with it. Like it's upsetting to see all those people that were there that were suffering and that they couldn't get out. And this was happening hours before he went on. Before he even went on, people were dropping down.
Like I said before, let me just go ahead and say this. Then it falls back on venue management.
Yeah.
They have to say, this is what's going on right now.
This is how
people are dying and we haven't even started the show yet. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to shut down the doors. Yeah. That's going to be it.
The venue reserve.
Or we're going to shut down everything.
Yeah. We need to stop.
If that doesn't happen, then let me finish. If that doesn't happen, and then Travis goes on, he starts performing, let me finish. And then he's notified of the fact that people have now died,
and he's still going,
and you're still going. Then the fault is still on him in the venue.
Like I said, I'm not posting just on them. Like even from the very beginning, before people started dropping, the Stampede was the first thing that happened. And that was in the very beginning when they started opening up the gates.
Same thing when they did that shit at not Red Rock, but Rehab. When they tore down the doors over there. When we were understaffed. Not we were understaffed, but when they were understaffed. Because I was way gone. Because that shit never popped off when we were there. And that was when we had
that was when it turned into fucking mayhem. And turned into SummerSlam.
And that's when we had Lil Wayne out there and all that shit. And that's when we were solving shit. We weren't no understaffed shit. We shut that shit down quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The other shit that happened years after. And shout out to the Rehab team from back in the day. After they let us all go and we all disappeared and went to other places and all that shit started falling apart.
You got to check in and stuff like that.
Because I remember there was a period where dudes from Rehab were coming in. They were like, "Get this, snatch this person up. He's solid." Because y'all dealt with everything.
So I know what it's like to have that mass, 3,000 people, and you have a staff of about 100.
And especially when you got like a sucker motherfucker who's trying to tell you, we need to keep going. It's like, no, we need to secure everything first.
And keep in mind what I just said. We had a staff total of about 100. That's what they had for this venue, and we were dealing with 3,000 people.
Yeah, it was like 100. It was like I think it was 100, and he gave an exact number. It was like 157, 150 somewhere. It was under 200 people for 50,000 people.
The number
that's
and he even said these were 18 people. They had a SWAT surgeon. They had SWAT removal teams and stuff like that. They were on there. It was, if you could have picked, because they were saying it was because the medics weren't experienced. They weren't, prepared and trained and stuff like that to work this venue. And the guy was super upset about it. And he's like, this is my schooling. This is what I've been through. This is who I worked with. And I had to drop crash carts at 2 different bodies before I got to the third body in less than a 15-minute span. So to hear it from I wouldn't say a staff because that's not the venue staff. The medic side is not the venue staff. They're hired, outsourced, whatever. But and I haven't heard anything from venue staff yet. To be honest with you, there's nothing that's going to be in a defense. That's all. I know a non-disclosures. I understand that, but
you won't hear anything. People will lose their jobs.
You should lose your job.
No,
you should lose your job.
If you're part of the staff, if you were a part of the staff, if you were a part of this,
and you let it happen, you should lose your job.
I'm not going to fire my bartender or have him lose a job because
I'm not talking about bartenders.
That's staff.
I'm talking about
staff.
When I'm saying
how is a bartender going to deal with that?
When I say staff,
I'm talking about stage crew. I'm talking about production.
I'm talking about a sound guy. You can only tell
sound guy. There's only so much you can
communicate it up. There's only so much you can do. You turn that shit off.
That shit's wild. That shit's fucking wild. I know it's only so much that one person can do, but if enough people are doing it, then the shit shuts down.
That's like blaming the bus because spread out. Medium rare.
That's another reason why I'm saying, as the artist, he had a responsibility. He had the most power in that moment.
We're just adding in that it can't just be 100% on him.
I'm not coming at you guys. This shit is just really, it's very triggering. No, as
somebody who does venue management, event management and things like that. I'm literally gearing up to do one on Thursday.
I couldn't even imagine getting a phone call that my kid didn't make it out of a concert.
I think this is how numb I'd become. When I heard about it, I was like, oh, again.
Mm-hmm. It was like when people died at EDC. It's kind of the same thing.
You guys remember?
No, I was upset about that too a couple years ago when people were. They were doing this shit in the middle of June.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not disputing it, and that's part of the.
It wasn't because people were poking people with needles, and it wasn't because people were under some sort of satanic trance, and now they're trampling on people.
Satanic trance put aside, and all the other conspiracy theories. I'm just saying what went down.
I've seen it.
I've seen.
But nobody does.
I've seen the whole too much Molly in 110 degree weather. Like I don't know what I don't know what you want me to say when someone does that.
Though. It's just it lessens the surprise because it's like we've seen this before.
Yeah,
I don't. I feel like this was just so much more, and I feel like there's so much more behind it. And
with Day in Vegas coming up and all this other stuff, you have all this going on
this weekend.
Coming up. Yeah. You have this bullshit. You have that bullshit element that's always going to happen. Unfortunately, in this incident, the bullshit element got out of hand, and this is the result. There's always some bullshit at these events, these festivals, no matter what. There just always is.
I'm not saying that's not what I'm saying.
But
this was just
so
much more.
I get it.
So much more.
I get it. I know.
That's and
I'm not overlooking it.
Oh no, I know
whatsoever.
You're not. And I can't even tell you why I'm so upset about it.
It's like school shootings, police brutality.
I'm over it.
It's all in that bucket where it's just like, okay.
I thought I was up to it at a certain point, just like you're saying. But I guess I'm really not.
I'm not
desensitizing,
or
you're not demeaning it. You're not downplaying it.
I'm not demeaning anybody's death or anything like that. But this is how the world.
This shit happens. Like y'all wanted to be outside. This is what y'all do outside.
And it's not just that. It's not even outside. Pandemic or not, it's nothing. I'm
saying this happened before the pandemic.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not. When you say outside, no,
I don't mean to reference it. But like
it's just that's the nature of the beast. Yeah. Okay, and how these things work is what I'm saying.
It was just as much the crowd's fault as it was Travis Scott's fault.
Life is beautiful. Whether it's the Love Parade in Berlin. I'll tell you. Imagine how many people died when. I'm not saying anyone did die, but what was it? The big Lollapalooza where DMX had that whole fucking crowd.
That was at Woodstock
or whatever. Yeah, like you think that was peaceful? You don't think there was an incident out there? You put that many people in one.
Way back in the day, right before Woodstock, they had the biker brawls and shit.
So all I'm saying, what's the other one? The Biker Fest in
the one in South Dakota?
No, maybe.
Sturgis?
Sturgis.
Shit like that don't go down at Sturgis.
But it goes down at Sturgis, though. Shit goes down. Yeah,
they can be fights and stuff like that.
But I'm just saying,
people dropping dead, dying, and people injecting people with shit and bum rushing stage.
Okay, you're on this whole injecting thing. I'm talking about people getting shot and beat up and stabbed.
That's what I'm saying. Like people trampling and stuff like that. Like
people bum rushing stages. We both worked at Marquee. You've had to block off push, there's a security tactic where you push people back.
I understand that.
So I don't know what you were there when Drake was at Chateau when we first opened up.
But it wasn't like that.
Yes, it was. You didn't work security. I did. Okay, so you can't say it wasn't like that. Exactly.
People weren't dropping dead on the floor though.
Listen to what I'm telling you. I'm telling you about the nature of the beast. You're hung up on death.
Yeah, we're not talking about the death.
As I should be. That's crazy. No one should go to a festival and die.
Listen to what we're saying.
People go. No one should go to school and die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Nobody should.
Okay. So it's happening, is what I'm saying.
Because shit gets out of hand.
There's nothing. We are here now. We are in the end game.
That doesn't mean that I have to be okay with it.
We are in the end game now. How about that? This is it. The apocalypse I've been talking about. This is it. You just want to be like, no, it's not that. This is it. This is reality that we live in now. You go out, you can die.
Yeah.
Okay? That's it.
I know that.
And it's been like that for a while.
This is not new. I'm sorry.
Like I said, I can't tell you why this is triggering me so much, but for some reason, the actions of the people who were there with production all the way to Travis Scott was disgusting. It was disgusting. None of that shit should have happened.
Yeah.
None of that shit should have happened.
That is the human race.
That's fucking absurd.
That is the human race.
It's completely preventable at the end of the day.
We put a guy who said, grab her by the pussy, and we said, make him the president.
Yeah.
They voted for him to be the president.
Exactly our point.
Exactly our point.
That wasn't enough to stop them.
That wasn't enough.
When normally it would be like, hell no.
We said the highest man in the land should be able to say, oh, that's okay. Grab her by the pussy. That's all right. And every woman said, you know what? He's right.
He told people, well, if you can inject disinfectant, you might be able to kill the virus.
Eat bleach, bitches.
So when someone, and I'm not dehumanizing anything or not demeaning, I'm not doing disrespecting. But when I hear about someone dying at a festival, I'm not that surprised.
Yeah.
When someone gets shot at a movie theater, I'm not surprised.
I'm just not cool with it.
You don't gotta be cool with it.
You don't have to be. But this is the reality we live in now.
I understand that.
I told you before.
That's why. Why don't I don't go nowhere. I go to work. I come home. You know what the shit I've been through over this past summer with the experience that I've been exposed to. I'm not putting myself in those situations. I don't go to festivals and shit like that for that reason, because shit like that can and does happen.
I feel like and I'm not going to put myself or my past 20 years.
See, like
But how? How are you that blind? How are you? Do you know what I'm saying? No, not you. No, like them. These people who haven't caught up with it yet. How are you that naive?
They don't want to see it.
To what's going on.
You just said it yourself that you can't believe it. That why you can't realize why it's dude. I've seen this so many times. I've worked this so many times. It's not new.
The Rucker tournament. Shit always goes left. Shit always goes left.
Who put up 3-on-3 tournaments down all the time?
Why do you think house parties aren't a thing anymore? Like, a lot of shootings, a lot of fights, eventually people
I don't know how many people I've buried that were just friends because someone got shot at a house party. Many people. I don't know what you want me to say.
What kind of house parties y'all going to?
Regular ones
that dude, went left because I don't know where you grew up at. Where I grew up at.
You know where I grew up at. You know exactly where I grew up at.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. People fought. People got shot.
We had house parties. We had fights, but ain't nobody got shot. Ain't nobody died.
Annie, I carried a razor blade in my mouth to school for safety. It's just.
I'm just saying,
it wasn't to be a badass. It was because of the circumstances, because of what goes on in the environment.
I'm sheltered in some things, but that just because I'm sheltered in some things doesn't mean I have to be okay.
No, it doesn't.
With what's going on around me.
You have to be okay.
So
with
I know
it.
I'm not. I get that. I'm not saying you're telling me to be okay with it.
Every day, B.
I'm just saying
niggas get shot every day, B.
Overall, what happened at that festival was preventable and irresponsible and disgusting.
All this shit is preventable,
and they all need to be held accountable. Okay. Every single fucking one of them.
Yeah, that's the part.
I've never said none of this was preventable.
That's what we're talking about with venue.
I was just making that point. I was just making that point.
No, I'm talking about in general. School shootings, mass shootings, all this shit is preventable.
Yep.
All of this is preventable. We're choosing not to do anything about it. Mm-hmm. Why? It was like, no, for what?
I told you, I don't like going to movies. I don't like going to movies on opening nights because God forbid there's a mass evacuation. I told you, I'm gonna have to get up and do it because otherwise it's gonna turn into shit.
They just
that's the only way to work. I really feel that way.
It's gross to me that they set those people up for that.
Yeah, I don't know what you want to say.
The artist, the venue, the whole nine. I'm just giving my opinion. I'm not saying anything. I'm telling all of you guys how I feel. It's gross. You should all be held accountable. You should all have to explain yourselves.
What other bad shit you had? Did you have some bad shit too or no? I thought we were saying because that's how we started this off, the bad shit. Get this out before we get back to the funny.
She had some bad shit.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to talk about that. Oh, no, I actually had a good thing that happened to me this weekend.
You sure?
I did.
All right.
Well, I mean, that didn't have anything to do with me. It just triggered me.
Okay.
That's all.
So what good happened? What?
Oh, I made the largest tip that I have ever made, dance-wise, in one night from one person.
And I asked her something, and she was just like,
"I don't know what to do in this situation."
No, I was just like, "Well, you weren't even hanging out."
Get your money, boo. I don't know.
Like an unheard of.
No, but all I said, you weren't even hanging out. Look at you go. It's like,
but God works in mysterious ways.
She was all tucked in and everything, huh? Yeah. Look at you.
Everything was in. That's what I'm saying. Everything was in. Nothing was hanging out. I ain't take no clothes off. I ain't had to sleep with nobody.
First set.
I had to do first set in the first 10 minutes. I don't know. I think that
she posted the money and I was about to be like, don't post that shit.
People when they need help and when they see, I don't know. Sometimes I feel auras attract auras and people attract people and they can see, I feel like my aura can be read sometimes when I'm kind of not.
Here's 200. You can do better.
I really
hey, no. I can shoot too.
It was like, here's 1,000. Enjoy your night.
I didn't see how much it was. I was just saying.
That's what it was.
I saw that after I did my little home move.
I never saw. I don't pay attention to social media. So
they will never tell me to do better because they don't have to tell me that.
No, then you say they do better.
I'm just saying.
But shout out to that group of dudes from Arizona. Appreciate you guys.
Oh, that figures.
Like I said, you can hate all you want to. That didn't matter to me. I could have went home. I literally told him, I was like, I can go home now.
Niggas from Arizona.
Yeah, he's hating on niggas from Arizona. Yeah.
Fucking.
I can.
Fucking cucks. C-U-C-K.
What is a cuck?
Dudes from Arizona.
Why? What's wrong with dudes from Arizona?
We got Arizona beef. Oh shit.
These were like middle-aged white dudes. They just started like gambling and shit. I don't understand. What is the problem?
You just named the demographic for the cunks.
But what is the problem?
All right, so
you know what a cuck is?
You know what a cuck is? Okay.
No, I'm not doing this. Moving on.
No, we might as well. It's this topic. We think about what we're going to talk about.
This is going to be an all-day thing. All right. I'm not doing this.
So there's the demographic of men. There's a demographic of men who may be older, married to a younger chick, and they enjoy watching that younger chick be pleasured by someone else because they don't live up to par. But they will sit in the room and watch.
A black dude known as a bull or a mandingo. Let's go ahead and say it.
Mm-hmm. Yo, I can't hear mandingo right now.
Yo, Drogo, chill out.
But no, for they like put it like this: they exist, and usually the first thing they say to guys like myself or Jada is, "My wife really likes you," and then it goes from there. Where it's like, you want to be in the room while I do what?
It happens.
It's more than you'd imagine.
That wasn't even anything close to what I experienced.
Oh no, I'm just saying that.
I mean, that could have been their night later on, but that wasn't.
That's when he said the word cucks. That's why I broke out laughing. And then you said they were middle-aged white men. I was like, well, it's like that's.
I was just grateful because I've been going through some shit, and it came at the perfect time, and I never in my life had that. So
congratulations.
That was my happy moment.
I told you that from the jump. Yeah.
Congratulations! I'll never hate on anybody getting their money.
Got to keep my clothes on and everything.
In the whole update, in the conversation with said girl, I did the whole pick her up, and she did the
Oh, I thought you said we weren't talking about this.
Yeah, I didn't say her name, so we're good. It's like, but I did that, and it still works.
He putting people against walls and just gonna leave them for Dubai.
Hoods of cars, but still, it's like, listen, when you get to tell somebody how long you'll fuck with them,
what did I do to you?
It's like, yo, until I leave. It's like, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know what you want me to say. I'm agreeing. Yeah. All right, keeping it moving on. So what else was there? I did see the Eternals, like I said earlier. Quick review, what it's about. You didn't see it, right?
I didn't see it.
Not yet.
Quick review of what it's about. Long story short, it's basically the Marvel Universe's telling of how the universe was created.
Dope.
Okay. How their universe was created. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. Even though I felt, and this is more of a, I'm not going to spoil anything. This is more of a critique. This definitely should have been a high-end Disney Plus show. So that way, it could have gone into detail more as far as the cast and get to know it. Because even
that's a positive critique.
Yeah, so you're saying it's more rushed?
No, even it's a long movie. It's like 2.5 hours long. Yeah. I enjoyed it all the way through.
The storyline.
As far as what?
Are you saying it was like rushed? You didn't get the explanation of certain characters and stuff? Is that what you're talking about?
I wanted more. Okay. Some of it. Like
that's what I'm trying to get to.
It's a good movie, but it'd be a great
and it jumps around a lot. It jumps around a lot with a lot of characters. A lot of characters like you don't see them for a while in the movie. Don't get attached to Selma Hayek.
God damn, bro.
What the fuck, Jada?
What?
That's a spoiler.
No, it's not. She's only in the movie for a few minutes.
We didn't know that.
Yeah. No, like she's on. Like I didn't say she dies. I said she's only in the movie for a few minutes.
Oh, it sounded like ass. Like,
no.
When you say don't get attached, it's like
no. What I'm saying is Selma Hayek is only in the movie for a little bit.
Stand a chance,
so like I went to go see her because I'm a Selma Hayek fan.
I'm saying when I hear don't get attached, I'm still thinking of Suicide. But think about it, Suicide Squad. Don't get attached.
Sorry.
Game of Thrones.
Sorry.
Don't get
attached. My apologies.
Okay, I was like, damn, bro.
My apologies. Sorry. Let me reiterate.
So it's more of a cameo.
Cameo, yes. Okay. Like I said, she's like the mother of everything, dropping off the kids.
She would be.
You know, she's a matriarch of everything. Her character Ajax in the comic, Ajax was a man. He would kind of run the show, whatever, blah blah blah. But stayed up in Olympia, I think what it was in the comic. And that's basically what she does in the movie. Like, all right, kids.
These are your rules, so
to speak.
Don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up. I'm gonna be chilling because they said you guys can't interfere. All right, you got it.
You only kill them. That's it. Right? You only kill these please.
And that's kind of the reason why they all split up because it's a lot of things that happen throughout history with that they
it's just a more broad Avengers.
I don't want to even say that.
They just couldn't interfere with certain things, and they had to watch like certain.
But they were able to do certain things.
Well, it's one of those things where, like Superman, I can understand where you can have the Justice League comparison, whereas there's certain things that he could do, but he doesn't do them because it wouldn't be the right thing to do. You have to let
like how they did with this last Superman when like he had to like not save his dad.
Well, you kind of have to. You got to let things play out.
Not along that lines, but it's like when I say like Superman could do like the thing where he's like, I'm taking up all these weapons. No one's going to have guns, so on and so forth. Or I could take up all these nuclear arms. Y'all ain't going to have this shit. I'm destroying all this shit. Whatever. He can do that. He can go the full injustice route where it's just like, I'm King Superman. No more of this bullshit that y'all doing. Fuck with this racism. Fuck all this other stuff. Stop fucking with people. But he doesn't do that because it would stunt the natural growth of how the human race should be.
They can't interfere.
The natural order.
You're interfering.
That's all it is. That's
the Watcher.
That's exactly like the Watcher. Okay. So I can't knock that when they say, why they didn't get involved with Thanos and everything. But there's also a question with that. Not kind of a question, but I think that might be a spoiler if I ask that.
I think I know
because they said they can't interfere unless it has anything to do with the deviants. The thing about that is that Thanos, even though is actually an Eternal,
isn't he half and half or
no? He's an Eternal that carries the deviant gene.
He's because like a descendant.
Because he's right. Because you kind of look at it as like you have the Celestials, and the deviants are creations. And the Eternals are creations of the Celestials.
Yeah.
Split half and half.
Celestials, people like Ego and Guardians of the Galaxy 2, or the big thing that put down the hammer or the staff or whatever in Guardians of the Galaxy 1 with the Power Stone.
Exactly. Excuse me. Exactly. And the head that's in Nowhere.
Yeah.
That's the head of the Celestial.
Yeah.
Like they kind of don't talk about it. They say there was like a big war, but they don't go into detail about it. They also said about it in the Loki series.
Yeah.
Sorry,
they mentioned in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right. So sorry, we're geeking out on this, but as far as in the review of this movie, so there's a lot. It hints at a lot where it's like, oh, okay, and they're just going through this whole history, and then when it goes through the history of man, and I was really interested in Brian Tyree Henry's character, Phastos, because he's like this creator, this engineer, this builder of the Eternals, and they said like it was with his help that he was in Mesopotamia times back in 5000 BC, he helped with the creation of the plow being pulled by the ox so they could
harvest
crops and stuff like that. It was like little things like that would help
civilization, but not interfere too much and change anything.
And I think they also mentioned that he had already given us the wheel. Or
shout out to the range I'm seeing from Brian Tyree Henry, because I still call him Alfred from he's still Al to be a Paperboy from Atlanta.
I just call him Paperboy. I can't call him Al though.
I call him Al because they call him Al, but which that season's coming out, and I don't know if you heard Donald Glover had something to say, and he's like, no disrespect to the show Dave, but y'all comparing it to my shit, and like y'all, it feels like y'all ain't been watching. And I was like,
I can agree with that.
Yeah, because his shit is way more than just comedy. but I like it. I like the range that I've seen him, because I've seen him in so many different things now.
And if
he was in the Godzilla joint,
if the two things all right, let me back it up. So where was I? Oh yeah. So as far as like with his character, like he's this builder, and it goes in the part where it's just like he has this whole, I think you might even showed it in the trailer where, somehow he was like behind Hiroshima, and when they dropped the bomb, like,
shit.
He showed them like, he helped show that.
Yes!
Tie it all together.
Yeah.
Let's go to that storyline.
So I'm like, I would like to hear this story, and like he says it like, humans aren't shit. They don't deserve, the gifts that we give them.
Facts.
This and that. And I was like, yeah, because see, look what we do.
Yeah.
So I was.
Look at you.
So I'm like, okay, so what did he do between Hiroshima to the present, you know, throughout the snap and everything, where he now finds himself in this relationship. I want to hear that story, gay or not. I want to see how it go down, and it was just
in depth of it, because like,
because I think that's an interesting story.
I kind of like like when you have the stories, because they did that with the Old Guard,
right.
Like two of the dudes were together, but it was like, y'all been in love for thousands of years. Really? Like, I was touched by it. I was like, yo, like, y'all shit lasted eons. Like, that's fucking crazy. And just the fact that, like, you know what I mean? Charlize Theron, you know, she was in love with a woman, and, like, it just kept going to all that. So, like, I thought it was just like, you know what? If you've been around for thousands and thousands of years, you're going to love whoever the fuck you love.
And I get that.
Yeah, and if I've been with you for 1,000 years, you know what? Fuck it. Like, it's been 1,000 years.
Excuse me, Spartan. That's a hell of a way to look at it also. If you live for 1,000 years, you even try some shit.
Well, you know what's more? I thought about Invincible when he was like, think about how long we're alive. They're going to die. Yeah. It's like anybody you love will die unless they're like you. So yeah, like you said, you might as well be like, you know what? And then when you say love is love, you really mean that shit. So
it's like I said,
throw an extra one in there.
Oh.
Like 3 for 3.
Shoot. I didn't know it was Tuesday night at the Rucker, but okay.
We got 1,000 years, bitch. Let's spice this shit up. All right. You top or bottom? We'll get the opposite.
First year's on you.
Damn. I feel like that's how Salma Hayek would be.
Anyway.
So sorry.
Everybody's
I threw that shit way off. Sorry.
And
Bro, stop fighting it.
And so with
stop it.
Dude, chill out, man. Stop, please.
Overall though.
So with the whole, I don't understand why everybody was upset about the whole kiss thing, and I didn't get that. Maybe because it was just because of a Marvel movie. I was more pissed off about that lame ass sex scene that they have in there, or love scene, and like with zero emotion.
Like, give it to me.
It was like no, it was like ugh. I was more disgusted by that.
Listen, I don't want to watch my emotional
like,
sex. I'm definitely not watching emotional sex with other people.
This is the most dry ass love scene. I was like, bring back that gay kiss.
Look at you. Jada don't like dick though. Jada don't like dick.
I don't know why.
Why?
It's his cousin.
But no, because what?
Because she said Jada.
It's not
like
Jada.
dick.
Anyway, so Jesus. But it was like the kiss was like, I get it. Like,
more excited. I get it.
No, he's like, you going out to save the world, get your sugar. Like, and that's exactly what it was. Damn near. It's like, all right, see you.
All right, my nigga.
That was lame.
I was like, that's what y'all upset about? And that kiss literally had more emotion than that whole fucking love scene with Gemma Chan and old boy, Rob Stark.
Oh, they have like an actual love scene?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Okay.
It was like about 30 seconds, whatever. And it's actually in the beginning. And I was just joking. It's actually in the beginning.
Been alive forever, and he's like, same old pussy.
I was like, yeah, you left that bitch. I know why you left her after 5,000 years.
Average box. Yeah, like I came over here for this.
I was like, I get it.
Oh God.
But you liked it overall? You liked the movie?
The box was made.
After 1,000 years, come on.
Yeah, your box trash.
That's what I'm saying. You got to throw another one in there.
No, because then you just added somebody else to whack box. Like,
no, visually, real quick, one of the best movies out there. The Marvel movies. Visually, one of the best movies out there.
Because I would hope so.
A lot of the shots are like on location. So they're not like in a studio somewhere.
Okay, that
so like there's grass and there's wind and shit.
When there's wind and when they're talking, yeah.
They're in nature.
Very like with Lord of the Rings.
They outside.
Like
they outside.
They literally are outside somewhere. Like,
they're outdoors.
You can tell that you're not on some lot somewhere. You know,
hiking.
So that was like refreshing.
You need a passport to be here, don't you? Yeah,
for sure.
Because even watching
like British actors, they got them anyway.
Because even in watching some of the Spider-Man, it's like you can tell like which scenes are like actually in the city and which scenes are like in a studio somewhere, and it kind of just takes you out of it. But this was like a lot of like, you know, a lot of big scenes and conversations like outdoors.
I like that.
And the way they show the Celestials, like how big they are.
I think they have to do something like that for the contrast of the special effects they're doing. Like you got to give them some natural shit.
It gives you a scope. Yeah. And there's a scene at the end where it really shows you how they look, and you just like, yo. And it like, I liked it. I mean, there's what did you? There's always that villain problem that Marvel movies have, and that's there again. That, you know, if I talk more into it, that's more spoilery. No, look, give it 7 out of 10.
Okay, I plan on seeing it this weekend for sure.
Like, it's not as bad as you might have seen on Rotten Tomatoes or whatever.
Honestly, I don't even pay attention to that shit. I decide if I'm gonna see something or not.
Like, I don't understand the hate that's been given.
I think I'm gonna try to pull off a double feature and actually see Venom if it's still out too. I need to see it. I got to see Carnage.
I would like you to see that just so like you can see how bad it is.
Let me put it like this: I watched the first Venom because it was Tom Hardy. I want to see how he do it. I'm watching the second Venom strictly for Carnage. That's really what I care about. Okay. Because I want to see one of my top 5 favorite villains come to life. That's all. All right. Like I'm trying to think. I can't, like, the last time like there was a villain in a movie. I'm trying to think I think it was Tom Hardy as Bane. Because like Heath Ledger is the dark. I was like, that's gonna be crazy if he pulls it off. And then everybody was making the comments because they were like, oh, Jack Nicholson. I'm like, he's not doing that version. So it's like there's multiple versions. And then, you know, when Dark Knight Rises came out and I got to watch that opening clip on the plane, and I was like, oh, we in for this. Like, and that's really how I felt. So I'm there for the villain. All right. I hope the rest of the movie's good though, but everybody has said it's trash. So I got 90 minutes to kill. It's like,
nah, like I said,
but Eternals for sure. I would definitely want to see.
And then after that, let's see, that was Thursday night. And then Saturday, I went to the show, concert.
How was it?
Ended up having to go dolo because of the vaccine mandate for the venue. I'm not going to say where the venue is because once I got there, they even asked for the shit. So that's what really pissed me off. I was like,
but you digress.
Yes. I'm like, no, it was just like that's why you know, old girl didn't go because like they said you either had to have documentation or negative test.
Vaccine, yeah. Same thing like MSG is doing.
And then when we get there, it's like, all right, what do you need to see? You know, just scan your ticket. Shit. That I had on my phone, and that was it.
Because people don't really understand how HIPAA law works, so they stay away from the question.
No, it wasn't that. I'm just, like I said, I'm not going to say what the venue is, but like, don't have that right there. As, like they sent out emails.
Yeah.
If you had bought the ticket, saying
they didn't even fucking check. I'm so mad.
Excuse me. And like, I think
you just kind of got to take your chances. With her, now. They turn you away. They turn you away.
And I'm talking with her, and I'm like. And she's like, yeah, I'm not, vaxxed. And, I don't, and she's like, I'm trying to get, some fake stuff, whatever. And they're out there. And
I know.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I was dealing with that. And then I was just like, then I tried to get my other homeboy to come through. And then I knew he was vaxxed and everything. All of a sudden, out there, phone don't work no more. In that set building or in that area. Yeah, so I was just like, you know what? I'm going. I just screw it. But as far as with the show, like I said, I've never seen a bad Wu-Tang show. It's like I said, it was the GZA, Raekwon, Ghostface, 3 hours. Just great hip hop, great people. Like that's what I like about it.
So dope. Yeah.
That's what I like. It was like I can go to a show and make friends, which I did. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And make connections and whatnot. That's because actually that's the type of person I am. It's just that I don't really like a lot of people.
Well, that's another fun aspect of going to a show. And we can vibe
here, and it might just stay here, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah. It's another fun part of a show is the people around you.
So,
and it's something,
you're all there for the same thing.
There's something incredibly dope when you're around a chick and she's going line for line on a Wu-Tang record. Like,
yeah. No, and it was a little curly or something, man. Anyway,
ice cream play in your head. Sorry,
it was.
Yeah,
it was.
It was. We call those honey dips because what was the opening line of that song?
Oh, turn around again.
Hey, honey dip,
banging like a busy. Spotlight Spud McKenzie.
Part of me, that bitch been on my mind all week. Like,
but back to you, my Maybelline queen. No,
you can have anything in this world except cream.
Look, I can be here all day. All right.
Watch these rap niggas get all up in your guts. French vanilla butter pecan chocolate deluxe.
So
even caramel sundaes is getting touched.
that was my night. And after that, I ended up working at AM. I think I got out of there about 11, 12.
Ooh, a decent hour.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. I take that back.
Lamb.
No, I take that back. That's a lie.
Lamb.
Excuse me, because I remember I didn't even get there till 10. I literally got there. You know how we do. Doors open at 8.
11:30.
Lamb 30. Lamb 30.
10:45.
I got there at 10. I got there right at 10, 10:15.
That was a good time.
And when I came in, a Jizzle was just coming on. So I don't know if there was anybody before him.
Guess it didn't matter.
Wasn't anybody you
didn't care that much, or you would have been there.
But shout out to the dope openers, because when you fuck around and catch one and you didn't intend to, and it's like,
no, I've done that a few times.
I love that shit. Like, I don't know who the fuck this is, but I'm fucking with
next
you.
Next thing you know, I'm on their Spotify or some shit, or their iTunes. So yeah, that's all it was. It was a good day. Good night, excuse me.
Nah, that's what's up. You know, always dope to have.
I gotta stop pouring double shots like this.
It's always dope to have. I was about to say,
you didn't even drink that. But he did.
I do not know what I did to this woman, but I appreciate it because she's coming in hot.
Yeah. She's gearing up for me not being.
That's all out of love.
So, another great show by one of the
all-time
best that ever did it. Like, now I've been on this whole, my mood is different. I am not going to lie. It definitely has changed since that show.
Like, you feel better?
Feel better, re-energized, and reminded. I hope that's what
this weekend does for me too.
Yeah, reminded of some things. That's all.
Like, see, that's what I'm trying to get at this weekend. I'm going to Florida this weekend, and I knew you were going to say that you felt better. Yeah. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna get that same reminded, recharge.
Like, oh shit, yeah.
Sometimes it takes a trip. Sometimes it takes a show. Sometimes it takes a move to Dubai.
Speaking of going to foreign lands,
we're all on different levels here.
In places.
Where are we going?
I'm moving to Tokyo.
Wait, where are we going? I will knock all this shit over.
No.
Okay, no. I was about to say, I will knock everything over.
No, you won't.
Y'all keep fucking with me.
No.
I'm telling you.
Grab your boots, folks. Here we go.
Are we doing it?
We're doing it.
Okay, Zach.
All right, so if this is what I go out on, yes. It's been a fantastic ride, and
is this the last? Is this how we're ending it?
This is how I guess.
Unless you guys got anything else to talk about? Shout outs, anything?
Shout out to y'all. For real,
appreciate it.
This turned into this turned into, like you said, something that I created originally, but you kind of helped me mold it in, and then you were the missing piece.
100%.
And you know what I mean? Like, it's been beyond there. It's been free therapy. Be able to come here, laugh it up, joke it up, but also have something consistently like that I'm building, and like I fuck with y'all. Like, that's just what it is, because I wouldn't be, like, it takes a lot. He knows this. It takes a lot for me to go somewhere, commit to going somewhere on a constant basis. It's like, I know we wanted to go. And, you know, you my banana pudding lady. So it's like, that means a lot.
But,
Annie.
I'm good. Keep going.
But like, for real, like, this has grown in, and it's really made it to where I have a super dope friendship with both of you guys.
100%.
And this has been like fun with my friends. Like, trust me, still want to get to it, and if it keeps going and keeps growing, I'm gonna be so happy to see it, because literally we made something out of nothing. And 97 episodes deep now, we about to tell probably the worst case scenarios that we about to.
This is what's gonna end us.
That's my shout out to y'all. Let's do this.
So I'm gonna go ahead and reintroduce this real quick, so to speak. What you're about to hear folks, is
disclaimers now.
Disclaimers. This is going to be
in the what's it called? The description as well.
Yeah.
All the disclaimers.
I'm actually going to have this in a separate video.
Read them
on its own. With the regular full episode, I'm gonna have this one by itself.
Oh please,
okay.
I need this clip.
So you're gonna
this is gonna be a hell of an IGTV clip.
Yes. So here's what happened, folks. When I was a young lad, a couple years ago,
I don't know.
In the position I'm in now, living abroad.
Wait a minute. I gotta hold on. I need to prepare myself.
Okay. No, I'm really gonna start this from the very beginning.
I know you are.
Set up a backstory.
I know you are.
So,
I'm gonna do this.
When I joined the military, I wanted to get away, get out of PA, get out of Philly, get out of Virginia, get out of the East Coast, get away. All right, where they send me to my first duty station after all my training and everything, little spot called Fort Story, Virginia Beach, literally almost an hour and a half away.
Super close to my home.
I was like, man, y'all got to be kidding me.
I did all that to go this far.
Right? I did all this training just to come right back down to the house. So needless to say, I was pissed.
A few moments later.
What it was, my mother, like I said, literally lived an hour and a half away, back in Richmond at the time. And my pops was up in Philly, and I was just like, come on, this is too close.
At least put me in Cali or some shit.
Send me somewhere.
I literally had asked to go to.
Go to war.
Anywhere. No, I asked to go to Texas.
I go to Guam. Fuck it.
I know Texas was on the list. Some spot up in Texas was on the list, and I know for a fact Seattle, Washington, something up in Seattle, Fort Lewis in Washington was on the list. All these spots. I think even Fort Benning, Georgia was on the list. I was like, just send me anywhere.
Go Dogs, baby.
All right. Motherfucker just literally sit me down the street. I was just here a couple weeks ago.
Yo, she can run into me if she goes this way.
I was like, y'all playing with me right now. So
I told her I was leaving. Yes.
But no, it was cool. Like I said, I was there for 14 months. I spent 8 to 9 of those months deployed and gone. Okay. Really. Like I said, by the time I had turned 19, by this time I had already turned, oh, sorry.
We got one lighter between the three of us.
By this time, I'm 19. I've been to Kuwait, Haiti, and South Korea. All right. I spent 3 months in South Korea, actually. And so I was like, all right, this is cool, but I want to see some more. I want to actually live overseas. So we had these, at the time, they call a chance of a lifetime, where it's you can give you an assignment, once, your dream assignment, we can give it to you if you want. And they was like, where you want to go? I was like, somewhere overseas, you got something in Italy, Japan, whatever. Matter of fact, we do. We got something over in Italy for you. I was like, hands was rubbing. And I was like, let's go. I can spend some time in Europe, do whatever. I heard some stories. I
Italians like chocolate. Bellissimo.
I've spent some time in Bensonhurst.
Yeah. I know where Little Italy is. Yeah,
a few spots. So, all right, let's see what the homeland like.
Mozzarella.
So I actually get the assignment, and so I'm telling everybody I'm out. I'm deuces. I'm. What they call short-term syndrome, where you just be like, man, I'm about to be out of here.
That's where I'm at right now.
Like with Ben Simmons. That's what Ben Simmons did.
I guess you call it Ben Simmons.
The Ben Simmons.
It's like I said, I'm not here for a long time.
So, and then a month after that, after I got the assignment, they're like, I get this call. So, Italy's falling through. The position's falling through. They don't need it anymore. Blah, 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 blah.
You're out.
I just told everybody.
Right. I done told these motherfuckers kiss my whole ass. Man. They literally gave me a promotion to get me out of there. I went from a nothing on my collar to an E4, which is a hell of a jump in 14 months.
Yeah.
Right?
You started out with like E6, E7? Yeah, E-nothing.
No, I started with E-nothing. I said nothing on my collar to hold it down.
Oh, okay.
Just slap it in the wind.
Yeah.
All right, nothing.
He was a D.
Right? So, I don't know what that remember.
Like D becomes before E, you E nothing, D. Never mind.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that. It's like, it's been a while. Jada's like, now I remember that shit.
Never mind.
It did kind of go over my head, my bad. Been a minute, all right? Shell shock,
I really do try to stay relevant, guys, in the conversation.
So, that was my achievement, right? That's why I was telling everybody to kiss my ass. I feel like I was better than everybody there, so to speak. I was like, why am I here with y'all? That's how I felt.
Wow. Yeah. Oh.
I was 19. All right.
Okay.
That has a lot to do with the story. All right. 19. I thought I seen it all. You can't tell me nothing because I done did it all now. At 19, in my mind, I've been locked up. I've been chased by the police. I done been in my fights. I done did some things.
You basically was in I done seen everything but Christ.
Yeah. I was in that mode.
Yeah.
At 19.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got to remember, like, as I said in the other line that
I've been
you
in
like.
handcuffs at a time several times, okay?
You remember that line I said that you liked when I was like 18 looks like 30 to 5th
That's
graders?
crazy.
Like it's
that's what's crazy.
Because
that's
like,
actually
keep in mind, because I'm right down the street. Because I'm right down the street from where I was at previously, I'm still close to the same people. Mm-hmm. So I'm still getting the same trouble. I'm just in the military doing it. So on my off time, hey, I'm back in town. What's going on? What's popping? Next thing you know, I'm in a fight in the club or something or whatever. And now I'm in handcuffs. So it was a lot that was going on. I was like, get me out of here. Still end up in handcuffs overseas. Anyway, several times over there too.
My man got a thing for bracelets.
I like certain jewelry, all right?
All that hand rubbing. All right, get me.
So like I said, 19, cocky, felt like I seen the world. I done did some things. I done been the other man in the relationship, all that. Whatever you think it is, I done did it at this time. So, make that call that,
Fucking owe, I swear.
What's that?
You owe.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep going.
So I get on the phone with her. I'm like, so what you got for me then? Can I still get this chance of a lifetime? She's like, well, you said you wanted Japan, right? Well, I got a spot for you in Tokyo. Literally in Tokyo. I was like, yes.
He's back to, and fuck y'all, I'm out. We out.
Like, the thing about it is like, you have to leave within like the next couple of weeks.
I'm out. Okay. Yes.
What you said in the next couple of weeks, like I literally left a week before Christmas. So when I got there in Tokyo at this time, they didn't know what to do with me because like no one's there. Everybody's on their Christmas break. There was Christmas break time, in the military, believe it or not, where people just like, I'm gonna use my leave, holidays, whatever. So it was like, they came to me, they didn't know what to do with my ass. So they was like, well, I think we're supposed to send them over here. So what did they send my ass to? An Air Force base.
So there's no one here with real rank. Oh, yeah.
So they're like, you're with the Marines and the SF, the S-Force, SF, special security forces, working with them and everything. I was like, all right, that'll work. I'll work with that. So that's what I was. I was an Army dude, 19 years old, living on an Air Force base, working on an Air Force base with little management over me. Very little management over me.
What do you do here?
No supervision.
Know. Yeah,
no supervision at all.
And they were like,
it's like Dream Slacker shit. Yeah,
and they were like, yeah,
it's like Ferris Bueller goes to the military.
And this is what it was. It was like, yeah, we do
Bueller.
Work 4, 2 off, work 4, 2 off, work 4, 2 off.
Okay. You have plenty of time. Plenty of time.
You
can kill it. Go ahead.
You want to know the definition of fucking up?
Plenty of time.
So living in Tobacco.
And the hours were anywhere from, you can come in at 6, but we need you here at least by 9. Okay. But you'll be off by 2.
Oh, okay, yeah.
3 at the latest.
Not a full day? Okay.
Okay, this is Uncle Sam we talking about here. So, when y'all talking about all this government shit.
What are you talking about?
All right.
Your response is she.
Right. There's nothing you can tell me, folks. All right, I'm just gonna be like, all right.
Don't talk to me.
The government, shit, I fucks with them. Like, they had some good ideas.
Look, I'm not saying they were good ideas, but
they work for me.
They know how to waste some fucking money. All right?
It's not the first time I've heard this sentence.
So, here I am. I get there in December of such and such year. I'm not going to say what, for sake of like who this person is. I don't want to, Tom, because they're kind of, I didn't realize, but he or she is kind of famous over there. Well, I should say he or she.
Wow. Jada don't like dick.
Yeah, I don't know why I said she. What the fuck?
It's his cousin.
Wait a minute, I know this story.
It's his cousin. No, it's his cousin. Jada don't like dick.
I'm so weary now about how much we talked about earlier. That's like,
you've also honestly you've taken account of like you try to kid there and make sure that you're not burning it to.
I've said that so many times now that
because like you said, you're not actively trying to demean or degrade anything. You're just trying to
like dick.
So
that's gonna be named up.
She became somewhat famous over there, so I don't want to put too much out there as far as the time frame.
In a what? Oh, you're going to the
right? In several ways, several ways. Like had a book deal, like got a book deal and type shit, and documentary, literally. So around March, May time frame said year, I end up. There's a rumor going around about this girl. Stripper that is deaf that got caught having a sex tape, with a married man on the army base that I was actually attached to. Like I was attached to this army base, but I was living on the Air Force base.
Yeah.
Okay. So tape went around, ended up on the wife's doorstep type of shit. All right.
Military messy.
Just sloppy. All right.
Sloppily. Moving sloppily.
Tape went around, blah, blah, blah. Girl became famous. Like she was already famous for being, a dancer because she's actually a great dancer. Became known. Now she's being even more known. Controversy, whatever.
Intimately known, if you
right. So time goes on. Like I hear this story like around in January about this girl. Time goes on. So around March of April, I actually. I'm in this club. It's like 2 a.m. I'm in this like ramen shop. That's like, it's like a ramen. It's like you go downstairs and grab your food and you can bring it upstairs and eat and drink and whatever. It's like a little hole in the wall spot right above a noodle shop. 2 a.m. Then when it got tired of being at this other club, what was it? Nas and Cool G Rap's Fast Life is playing. That's the vibe.
You walk in here, that
yeah. So it's like How High with Tony Braxton, is playing. Like this is like the playlist is simple. It's owned by I think they're Africans, South African dudes or whatever. So it's a vibe. At 2 a.m. Eat your food, whatever. I'm sitting there, I'm chilling. I'm like, man, ain't nothing going on today. See this little cutie sitting over here, like baddie, and I'm just like, all right. She looking at me, I'm looking at her. We doing that thing. I'm like, she look familiar. Where have I seen this woman before? But I'm looking at it like, but I know I don't know her.
But I've seen her.
But I've seen her before. Where have I seen her for? And she comes over to me, and then of course, within moments, oh shit, I see that she's deaf. This is the girl from the tape that's been floating around. All right. At the time, I had this electronic black book that held telephone numbers.
I remember those.
In a drunken state that we are now in, like I said, it's 2 a.m. We both have been drinking and so on and so forth in this little noodle shop. We find like instead of we didn't have anything to write with, so we're like going back and forth on this, communicating through this little black book that I have. I know it sounds so cheesy and bad, but I'm looking at it like, I'm pretending I don't know who this girl is. All right. I'm doing the whole,
yep.
I ain't been in Japan that long. I'm new.
Yeah.
Which I haven't. I really have only been here for
I'm not lying. I'm just not being forthcoming.
Yeah. I'm not as innocent.
Guys, please keep in mind she's deaf.
Yeah, she's deaf, folks. She's deaf. Hearing aided, everything. Deaf. All right.
It's a very important part of the story.
Very important part of the story. So this is the deaf woman that is from the video that ended up on the doorstep of the married man. The wife of said married man in the video, blah, blah, blah. So I'm sitting down there, I'm talking with her. In my head, I'm thinking...
You're talking with her?
Communicating, going back and forth, right? And...
Are you finding it easy to communicate with her? Okay.
Because she speaks...
I want them to understand.
She knows English.
She
knows English. She's educated. She actually knew several languages.
I want them to really understand who you're speaking with right now.
I am speaking to an older woman who knows her shit, okay? She was about 25, 26 at the time. And long story short, within that back and forth communication through that book, and I don't know what it was, but you can say she took me under her wing. Okay? Started showing me around the city, put me on the places.
Let's understand the connection here.
You know, so grooming, so to speak. At this time, I turned 20. I'm now 20. I turned 20 back in December. So I'm 20 years old. I have this, somewhat known deaf stripper / porn amateur, doing this thing, showing me around
entrepreneur.
Town. Venturing, you know, just literally like putting me on to people, like who to talk to. And when I say putting me on, like when I started doing my businesses later on, because I had all that time in Tokyo, she's literally the connections that I made because of her. This is like no lie. So that happened. And so to get into how far his relationship went and the whole basis of this whole story now, you guys are wondering, like, why is he telling me the story, telling us the story, for those of you that have never heard it. So one night, matter of fact, she was even instrumental in the tattoo I have on my back. The tiger, she put me onto the tattoo artist that did it. So I have a huge-ass tiger on my back, whole entire back. Nice little mosaic done in Tokyo. She put that on. She put me onto the artist that did that, everything. So now I feel like I'm the badass in around the city, right? You know, there's really nothing you can't tell me. Even at this point in time now, I'm like, the business things are going, the money's coming in. 2 or 3 months have gone on now, so it's like the summertime. Now things are somewhat coming more serious between us. So what ends up happening, after like one of my last tattoo sessions, I end up staying at her place, okay? And things happen, drinks were made, whatever, and sex took place. Sex happened. All right?
We had sex.
We had sex.
We had sex. Yeah.
We had sex. Coitus took place, all right? All right. So during coitus, during the foreplay session of it, and this goes back to what we were talking about earlier, I was still on that. I'm not eating pussy. No. We don't do that. That you know, what are you talking about? Ew, no.
Told you. Told you.
That was an actual thing back in the day. I
wanted a beard, so I pursued it.
Yeah, that was the rumors. Like, you gotta get some hair in your face.
It's a lie. Yeah, it's a lie.
I even get a mustache to come in. I was like, well, I guess I'm just never gonna have a mustache.
Girl called this a throne once. Just saying, it's a lie.
So it's like, you know, but in this incident, she's actually doing her thing. I'm enjoying it. I'm not saying, you know, whatever. So she kind of took charge, and this is where I got stupid, and she kind of flips it. Whereas, like, she reverses it, and now we're in the 69 position, more of a 68, because I'm not doing anything. All right? It's there. You right?
I don't know. I'm preparing.
All right.
Yeah, like I know it's coming.
You okay, Annie?
I had a dog hair in my shot.
I'm sorry.
Trust me, I'm all here.
Yeah, we're here for this. Yeah, we're just trying not to. We're letting preparing. You tell it. We're just shutting the fuck up.
All right, fair enough.
I'm good because I remember my reaction my first time.
Okay, so she flips it, and now, like I said, I'm in the 69 position or 68 because I'm back there like I'm still like
68,
67 3/4.
Yeah, it's there. It's looking back at me. Exactly. No, that's what I did. Seriously, that's what I did. I did everything but. All right. I never told this part of the story before, but I did everything but that. What I was supposed to do back there.
God damn it, right? Jada.
I'm back there. I'm playing pity pat on her ass. Like, I'm blowing on it. No. I was doing roll it up, flick it like lint. Roll it up, flick it like lint. Yeah, I'm doing that. And she's still down there doing her thing well. Okay? Doing her thing well. Keep in mind, I'm still with this deaf woman, okay? all of a sudden I could tell like the head was not as enthusiastic aggressive as, you know.
It was.
As a whole.
Well, what the fuck do you expect? You up there flicking her bean. The fuck you think was going to happen?
I thought I was doing, hey,
no, you did not.
Hey, you pretend and just, you know.
No, there's no pretend.
It's like, you know, roll. It's like lint. Roll up the lip ball, flip it. Roll up the lip ball and flick it.
Let's get to this.
All right. So, like
Whoever
I said.
taught you that was an asshole. But anyways.
No, that was staring at me. But.
You had so many opportunities. Keep going.
So, like I said, I can tell she's getting frustrated because the enthusiasm is no longer there. So, she just pops it out, looks back over her shoulder. I said, oh. And out of nowhere, because I was not expecting this, a very aggressive, "He my pussy," comes out of nowhere.
Oh my God!
All right. So, I'm not making fun whatsoever. Not making fun. Will you two stop?
How are you supposed to stop? How the fuck? You supposed to stop. You heard his bastard. Like, you know. The nerve.
Very aggressive, very loud. Yeah,
you about to say it again?
No, I'm not. Okay. No, I'm not. But it was like aggressive, and I was like, oh shit, like I better get to it. So I did. I was like,
oh boy. Last time I heard this, I walked out my own apartment. I didn't want no parts of it because I didn't know. I knew he was going to do the voice, but once he did the voice, shit. I didn't want my laughter to be caught on tape.
Look, that is what I heard. All right, and that's how I was directed.
And this might be the end of said podcast. So let's go out on the break.
So that's the story, folks. And it's been downhill or uphill, however you want to look at it, ever since.
The elevator goes sideways.
Her and I ended up talking about.
Did you?
I didn't say that. Just so you know. Her and I stopped communicating. About 3 months. Look.
There was such low hanging fruit that I almost said and I didn't, and I'm not going to.
Well, you stopped communicating.
Well, no, that's not. It was not. It was an unnecessary joke.
It's like she could send text messages and shit, and like the fuck. I'm like, I don't know what you want me to say.
You was not eating the box. God. Why would she come back?
So like, I ate the box. Oh no, the dick was fine. I ate the box though.
Oh my God.
I ate the box.
I love y'all.
After she told you.
Yeah, she told me you do. Hey. My pussy. I was aggressive. It was aggressive. She meant that shit.
All right, take this shot. I can't do this. I love y'all. I hate your guts.
Look, someone do it.
One for the road.
Oh man. Ow. Oh, hold on.
But yeah, that's the story, folks.
Oh man.
So this might be the.
I gotta come back from Dubai with something to top that.
Last episode.
Yeah, like that's what you're telling me.
It's our last episode. I'm telling you.
It could be. Who knows?
Shit.
I gotta come back from Dubai with a wild ass story to top this.
Yeah.
So it's 3 midgets and me.
The thing about it, that wasn't. Like I said this story
Little
before.
People, Big World.
No, I've said this before. Like that wasn't the first deaf woman I slept with, or the last.
If it's 3 or more, it's a fetish.
No, I don't care what you call it. They both have fat asses.
Oh my God.
And where they go with the head. I'm sorry.
I mean, they're not any different from anyone else.
I'm not saying. I never said they were. I don't know why y'all making it like.
No, but the way you say it and how you describe she said it is the fucking part that I can't handle.
That was a position I was in. Like,
I'd probably laugh and come.
I would fucking die.
Like,
I would die.
I need a moment alone. Like, I don't know what just happened.
I don't know if I would be able to continue. I would be distraught. I would be.
Nah, in the heat of the moment,
I kind of giggle a little bit because
you have to.
I can't say it, like I can't say it the right way, but at the same time, it was kind of like with the pussy.
Okay, stop.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, I was kind of giggling like, cause like Mike Tyson, like out his list.
Kiss.
So I was just like, look at this cutie. All right, go ahead and do it, man. You know.
All right.
It's here.
How do we move forward from this other than say, I appreciate y'all for listening. Hope this continues to grow. If it is the last
if it doesn't,
it's been a great fucking ride with two of my best friends. So with that, we'll bid you adieu.
I'm gonna have fun editing this shit.
Lord help us.
Oh my God.
I do got to get out of here.
We're gonna wrap this up, folks.
Back next week.
Yeah. Yeah,
I might FaceTime you from LA.
We'll figure it out, guys. We're still here for We're still here for you. Sorry, I'm fucking twisted like that. My eyes are still watering.
Oh man, I don't know where we go from here.
No, we can wrap this up.
Sorry.
Yeah,
no, this is it. Sorry, but this
I'm
is
emotionally.
Yeah, love y'all. Appreciate
if you watch this full episode, glad you made this far. If you're just watching the clip. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Because trust me, we need it.
Be good to yourself and other people.
Wash your hands.
That, and we'll holler at you guys later. All right.
Good night.
Congratulations, Keith. Deuces. And I mean that in the most positive way. Love you, brother. Stay out of trouble. Do everything I wouldn't do. We'll holler at you guys later.
And do some of what you might do.
Good night.